Kia ora, nā mai, hara mai, hello and welcome. Great to have you with us on a Friday night. Sal's NBL coming up, not too far away. Sky Broadband Rapid League first up. And we're in the mighty Manawatū. Love coming here, Fly Palmy Arena. Manawatū Jets up against the Southland Sharks. Two teams with a lot to play for tonight. Starting with the letter P and rhyming with ride. Very good evening, Justin Nelson and Casey Frank with you. Great to see you, Case. And I reckon this is going to be a couple of ding-dong battles tonight.
There's nothing like finishing the season on a win, and both these teams are trying to come down the stretch and just, as you said, play for a little bit of pride. But wins are wins. It's always better to win than it is to lose, so you might as well get one of those dubs while you can. Absolutely.
Good crowd in here early for the Sky Broadband Rapid League. They have been filing in over the last 45 minutes, nice and early. Our super fans are with us as well. There's the Moose. Great to see him. Let's have a look at the Sky Broadband Rapid League heading into this one tonight. And we go all the way down to the lower rungs, positions 10 and 11. And if the Sharks win tonight, because they do have a better percentage, the Jets, unfortunately, will pick up the wooden spoon.
And that means there will be double wooden spooners because they're already locked into the Southland NBL wooden spoon. So this young Jet squad in the Rapid League is playing for a little bit of extra. They don't want to be on the bottom of both ladders, so expect them to come out firing early in this one.
They will like their chances, though. The Sharks have lost 16 of their last 17. This is how they'll line up. Wheeler, Hall, Carpia, Telfer and Snow. Benny Hall has had a wonderful season.
He's playing very well, shooting the ball at a high clip and playing with a lot of energy. Riley Snow coming back in really gives him a nice inside presence. And, of course, you got Wheels, the vet, Matariki Capea, and Scotty Telfer have impressed at times as well.
Interesting, Connor Cole coming off the bench in this one. He, too, has had a good season for the Sharks. Let's head over to the green machine. Here they are, the Property Brokers Jets, Tataga Laval, Cals, Stent, Lafayette and Crate. Great to see young Crate back in the lineup, part of that under-17 New Zealand team, of course. Top 4 in the world. Well done, young Lockie.
And welcome to the jet lag young fella coming out there and experiencing that. Simon Lafayette, of course, has been playing very well. Of course, I don't see Simon Lafayette out there. I don't see Lachlan Crate out there at the moment right now. So they might have the starting lineup a little mixed up because we've got Campbell Scott out there instead. But Campbell Scott's also the top scorer, as you can see in the stats. Head-to-head, he's leading the way. Ben Hall for the Sharks. The points per game, the Sharks got a little bit of advantage despite not having as many wins as the Jets, but the points against is where it really goes bad for the Sharks. Last in the competition right now. The Jets just a bucket better.
Good news is they're going to score against each other tonight. Here's the coin officials: Amy Jo Clark, Kobe Lucas, and Raquelo Natai Remene. We're just about set for a start. Sky Broadband Rapid League, Sal's NBL coming up a little later tonight. Fly Palmy Arena here in the mighty Manawatū. Great to have you with us. Love some Friday night hoops here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Sharks in the orange, Jets in the green. And, of course, it is the final round of the season. No finals in the Rapid League, but plenty to play for. We're underway, and this crowd's going to get right behind the team in green. Campbell Scott getting the start, as you pointed out. Casey, Simon Lafayette getting up high. Second opportunity, Jackson Stent. They go again.
Well, Simon Lafayette, one of the top 5 rebounders in the competition, showing why with that offensive board as Jonty Kells takes it to the cup. Off to the States soon to pursue some American basketball in the collegiate system. Exciting times for him. He can't wait. I think it's about a month from now he'll be heading off to begin his collegiate career.
So many Kiwis over in the States at college, isn't there? It's quite an amazing number.
Just another reason for the young fellas and ladies across the country to be picking up that basketball. The opportunity to go get your education paid for and see a little bit of the world. Well, not a bad way to go things.
Well, pre-COVID case, that number was sitting up around the 150 mark, and had a report the other day, can't confirm it, but had a report that we're back up to those numbers, if not a little bit more. So quite incredible.
Yeah, fantastic to see the opportunities that are being developed for these young players across the country.
Wheeler to Telfer. Scotty Telfer on the drive.
Nice use of the shot fake to get to that left hand, finishing strongly. And those rim attacks, I think those are going to be important for the Sharks today. They want to keep up that pressure on the paint.
Early stages here tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. A little bit of attention there from Andrew Wheeler. Campbell Scott, a former Shark, by the way. Stent for three.
Well, Jackson Stent left all alone out there. Nice find by Campbell Scott, who delivers it nicely. And the Jets attacking the glass that first possession, but nice execution the second time around.
Telfer has Campbell Scott trailing him. Little floater is off.
Tough shot from 15 feet. Displayed soft touch, but it's Jackson Stent coming in transition the other way around.
Lafayette has been a model of consistency in this competition, and this man can shoot.
Wow, I love that release. Nice quick release. Good find by Jonty Kells coming off the handoff. Goes straight to a shooter out of the corner to get it done.
Kapia to Ben Hall. That one off target. Campbell Scott, Casey, looks like he might be set for a pretty fun 16 minutes here tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Well, it's always fun 16 minutes regardless who's out there for the Rapid League, but Campbell Scott getting his eye in early. Might as well let it fly. Let's see how many you can get.
Pepping his step tonight. Andrew Wheeler with the job on him at the moment. Lafayette coming in to help Stent. Got some contact. He's off to the Chemist Warehouse. The two big fellas teaming up there.
Really appreciate the patience with this Lafayette plays as we take a look at Campbell Scott with the catch, the shoot. Nothing but twine coming out of that hand so far today. Next possession down, Lafayette gets that ball in the post, takes his time. Such a physical player, tough to deal with. That's why that help came, and that's why Jackson Stent ends up wide open and hits the first from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
We've seen it many times this season, Case. Campbell Scott, when he gets on a heater,
it can go. He can hit a fair few in a row, no doubt about it. But the big thing for the Jets is when that happens, taking advantage of that gravity. Looking for those kickouts, looking for where that help comes from so other team players on his team can take advantage of those driving lanes.
Connor Cole.
Too easy. Smooth shot, catch, and shoot. Instead, a little bit late to contest, and Connor Cole says, you give me the space, I'll be knocking it down.
Pretty sure I just saw one of Palmy's favourites in orange and blue over on the sidelines. Tataga Laval up and under. Talking about Miles Pearce, of course.
He's an assistant coach with the Sharks. He's helped out with them a few times this season, and when they come to town, he doesn't mind pulling on the orange, but he might get a little bit of stick out of it around town afterwards.
I'm sure he will tonight. Connor Cole for three here. Hey, raining baskets early in this one.
Well, he's answering your question. Why was he on the bench to start this game? Well, he comes in 5 straight points, getting it done, and keeping the Sharks within touch distance here in the first quarter.
He's averaging 9 points a game in the Rapid League. Back of the iron. Right on target, though, from Campbell Scott. Ball back in hand. Using Lafayette for cover. Couple to beat, nowhere to go. Eventually gets the shot up. It's a miss. Look out, Connor Cole. The big fella falls in his lap, steps through, and gets the roll.
Oh, nice soft touch. Barely gets over the front of the iron. Jonty Kells tries to go for the steal. I probably would have played a little bit more physical defensively, but Connor Cole takes advantage.
11-9, dying seconds of this opening quarter. Rapid League, of course, 4 by 4 minutes. Well, we said he was going to get busy tonight. He had that look in his eye, Campbell Scott. He's had a blinder of a start.
Well, attacking with some pace. Just 1 second left. Did they get a good dunk? They do. Doesn't drop.
Quake Webster with the late shot, and that is one down tonight. 13-9 the score after the opening 4 minutes. Fun start between the Jets and the Sharks. Let's have a quick glimpse at the Chemist Warehouse stats, Case.
Well, there is a high level of efficiency being played with today. The Jets 5 for 9 from the field at 54%. The Southland Sharks 4 for 7 after missing that last one. Just underneath 60 there, but both teams playing well, shooting the basketball, and high percentages from 3. 2 for 3 for the Jets, 1 for 2 for Southland. And if you like high percentages, go for that large pepperoni pizza, because there's a high percentage that your meal will be satisfying, Justin.
I was down in Christchurch last night. As you know, there's big Kel McRae. Looking forward to seeing him tonight. Speaking of Palmerston North lads, I was down in Christchurch last night, Casey, and a couple of fans came up after the game to say hello, and they just wanted to say that they love the pizza talk between us two. The pizza arguments between
they
us
should
two.
hear how much pizza talk I have in my everyday life. It has taken up a large percentage of my conversation since I was a young man, and still does. Still might be at the top of my favorite foods list. I don't know. It's a tough call. But if you want to order that pizza, you know a great way to do it, Justin?
Get online.
Get online.
How would I do that?
You could do that with that Sky Broadband Fiber Starter from $30 a month for the first 3 months. Call that number there to get hooked up. Oh, my!
Oh, Tagovailoa slaps that thing out of here.
Oh, goodness. Quake Webster goes up strong. Tagovailoa goes up stronger and then says hello into the camera on the baseline. Shake that finger like the Kimbe.
Oh, wait till we have a look at that again. Tagovailoa with the highlight to start the second quarter. Maybe opening points, though, for the Sharks. Riley Snow.
And here's another look at that replay. Attack of the rim, well done, but Tagovailoa recovers well from the high side, not even the low side over there. Gets that shot out of there. But the second time around, I think the enthusiasm of the Jets gets the better of them, going for that shot fake.
I wonder if we picked up Tagovailoa's love of the camera after that.
You got to get that one live. It's not the same if you don't get it live. Yeah, we're not putting anybody on camera on the replays for looking into the living room. You got to get that as it happens.
Here he is, into the corner, Crate into the action. In fact, it's Pern out there, Xavier Pern.
Look at Scott with the rebound, playing big. Jonty Kells, scoops it underneath, but doesn't get the roll.
13-12.
Some transition opportunity for the Sharks, playing with faster pace than we saw in the first quarter.
Sharks actually score pretty well in the Rapid League. They just give up a lot as well.
Yeah, last in the competition in terms of defensive points against, something they'll be looking to slow down today.
Here's Kells. Little hand in there. Foul's either going to be on Wheeler or Webster. It is Quake Webster with the hands foul. Oh, here we go. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Hey!
Giving some love inside. Okay. If it's love, it's all love for Josh Tagovailoa. He's apologizing for running into the equipment there on the baseline. Nice to check on him. Those cameras are expensive, I hear.
I don't think our wages match those cameras just quietly.
Definitely not mine.
Long shot there off the hand of Pern. 3 minutes to play in this opening half. Telfer had a big game a couple of weeks ago, Scotty Telfer. That one nice and easy for him off the glass.
Really developed his offensive game in the last couple of years. Went down to Southland for more of an opportunity. And has had that on and off at times in the NBL, but certainly has grabbed that opportunity with both hands in the Rapid League.
Kells quickly on the floor, sends it back out. Lafayette now on the attack. Ran straight into Connor Cole, who did everything right, but bring those arms down.
I thought Lafayette might have taken an extra step before that illegal contact actually occurred. I think that initial bump by the chest was pretty good. Take a look at the drive here. Picks it up, 1, 2, comes down there.
Yeah.
And that's where the foul is eventually. But Lafayette's aggressiveness rewarded. Goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a couple of shots now.
Got to say, fantastic crowd in here early tonight at Fly Palmy Arena.
Not bad kicks either for Lafayette. But this crowd has been excellent all season long. You get a Friday night game to finish the year. Great chance for the team to say thanks for everything they've done all season long, and to the fans, that is, because unfortunately the Jets haven't been able to give them a lot of wins on the court.
Yeah, it's been a tough season, hasn't it? Just one win in the Sal's NBL. And ironically, as the whistle goes again, ironically, Casey, that one win for the Jets this season was way back at the start of April. Guess it was against?
I don't have to guess. I've done a little research on this, but it is the Orange Army themselves, the Southland Sharks. Back when it was a vastly different team. I think 3 different imports at that point in time. I think maybe only 2 of them. So not the same unit that they have together now. And a much improved Sharks team will fancy their chances getting revenge for that early season defeat.
Seems so long ago, doesn't it? But
lifetime.
Josh Turner, remember him?
I mean, not really. It did not leave much of an impression, if I'm perfectly honest. Came with big ups and left with, unfortunately, a bit of disappointment.
I didn't expect that response, but I liked it. Lafayette turns back on Snow. Good cover also in there by Hall. Made it really, really tough. Look at Simon Lafayette. Just get after it. Scott comes in over the top. Lafayette has come up with it again.
Third time's the charm, and 1.
Man.
The stick-to-itiveness pays off. Love the effort. Time after time. I mean, solid defense from Riley Snow multiple times there. Everybody's coming in, getting a hand in, a collective effort. Xavier Pern gets in to help out. Eventually, it's Lafaele. Third time's the charm to get the finish. The hoop, the harm, a chance for three the old-fashioned way, and to build this to a 2-point lead.
John Old coaching the Sharks tonight. If there's a stick-to-itiveness club, surely Simon Lafaele is a member.
I'd have to say so. He certainly attacks those own shots, chasing after it. I think it's a rotating membership, though. Unfortunately, the thing about stick-to-itiveness is you have to do it every game. Do it at once doesn't keep it for the entire season.
Another whistle, this time against Jackson Stent. I like that. I like the fact that you've got to, well, you earn your stripes, but you need to keep your stripes.
Yeah, to be in the stick-to-itiveness club, guess what you got to do? Stick with it.
17-15, Connor Cole here.
It's not the Masters. They give you a green jacket for life there. This one, it comes and goes.
If there was a coloured jacket for the stick-to-itiveness club, which colour are you going to put on? What are you going to go with, Case?
I'm going with high vis and a hard hat, because you're coming to work, baby. Because you're coming to work and it's a danger zone.
Good answer. Good answer. Get rid of those witches' hats, though. Those orange cones. Get them out of here.
Yeah, that's not the stick-to-itiveness department. That's a different kind of stick-to-itiveness nobody wants to see. Nice denial there by Wheeler, making it tough for Scott outside.
He's still on him, isn't he? Campbell Scott had his tough stuff in there. Somehow he got a shot up, and it just seems like we're going whistle to whistle at both ends at the moment.
Well, there's a little bit of physicality, but the whistles are really coming because we're seeing a lot of aggressiveness with the ball handlers attacking the cup. They're not settling for jump shots. They're not settling for those in-between rounds. They're trying to be the aggressors on both ends offensively, and it's being rewarded right now, not just with the whistle, but with buckets and with easier and higher percentage shots and finishes.
Winners so far in round 16, Sky Broadband Rapid League. Jets defeated the Phi back on Tuesday night by a point. That was a nice, thrilling finish to that. The Hawks over the Tuatara by 4. And then last night, the Rams, man, that team.
They can go.
51-29 over the Bulls, home by 22.
I think Coach Judd Flavel might be wishing that the Rams might have saved a couple of points for the Southland NZNBL.
Could have done with it, couldn't they?
3 exactly.
Thrilling finish last night. Corner, free, ball, bodies on the floor. Good rebound there, gutsy stuff. Young Gerskin Kapal getting the call up tonight. Griffin Gerskin Kapal, late call up with Khalil Whitney officially out with an illness, so we won't see the Jets import tonight.
It's unfortunate for Khalil Whitney. He's been stricken down a couple of times in the last week with a bout of sickness, and always unfortunate when you can't play in the last game of the year, but one man's unfortunateness, another man's opportunity. And young Griffin Dirksen Kapau gets his first, I believe that is his first free throw of the year, his first bucket.
I think you're right.
Gonna have to, where's Mike Lacey when you need him?
At home, I think.
Prepping up the rapid wrap.
Last minute of this first half. Oh, more physicality off the ball. Telfer deep, and there's another whistle.
Connor Cole's playing well. He's making himself a nuisance down low. That time he gets the contact from Jackson Stent underneath, just placing himself down low, making an effort at the glass there. It looks like Scott Telfer heading to the line, though, so maybe I'm incorrect about where that foul happened on the shot. My apologies.
Telfer at the Chemist Warehouse. First one is good. Tia Frost coaching the Jets. One thing I've really enjoyed about this new innovation, Casey, we get to see a lot more of the assistant coaches.
Well, it's all about development. It's not just developing the players, giving players who don't have as many minutes or as often an opportunity in the NBL, but the coaching staffs, the officials, statisticians. It's great for development across all aspects of the game.
Tataga Laval from the corner. Rolled around, Connor Cole. Jets up the floor now. Sorry, I should say Sharks up the floor. Jets scurrying back defensively. Loose ball picked up. Tataga Laval He's just a monster, isn't he, hey?
He's just got a nose for the basketball. Lots of energy, quick twitch fiber, getting in amongst it. Time and time again, he often makes good things happen. You love to have guys like that on the court. 10 seconds left in the game clock.
Both teams do have their player timeout. Maybe they won't come into play here. Lafayette just bulldogging his way through. Yep, held ball there.
I might use that timeout here with 2.8 seconds left just to make sure you know exactly what you're running. But the Jets also might try and strike quickly. Let's see what Campbell Scott decides here on the baseline. That's looking like a timeout coming. Bang.
There you go. Player timeout.
Now, the important thing is off the back of that timeout, ensuring that you've got good execution of this baseline out-of-bounds play. What are you looking for? Is it going to be a lob to the rim? Plenty of time left. It doesn't have to be a tip. It can possibly be something on a catch and shoot. Look for the perimeter. I'd probably be looking to try and get Campbell Scott coming off a split screen into the strong side there.
Screen up, Griffin.
There it is.
Kapow. It allows Scott to come over the top. There's the shot. It's going to be short. So that'll do us to the half, 20-19 after the opening 2 quarters here tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Hope you're enjoying it. The Green Army up against the Orange Army. Sal's NBL. Friday night action not too far away, and both of these proud clubs have got a fair bit to play for tonight. Sharks, of course, on a double in round 16 here tonight, and then off to Wellington to play the Saints on Sunday. A couple of players we're going to see tonight. Caleb Asprey and Cooper Robb there. Chemist Warehouse stats case.
Take a look at him. Connor Cole coming off the bench to lead the Sharks in scoring. 9 points for him. Campbell Scott had those 2 early triples that got him up to 7 points. Well supported by multiple Jets. A lot of names on that list. Off to the rebounds, where the Jets have an 11-7 advantage because of the work of Samuel Lafayette on the offensive glass. Campbell Scott getting some done himself. Connor Cole featuring at the top list of both categories for the Sharks. The assist game, we've got 3 for both teams. Quake Webster leading everybody out there with 2 of those for him. Onto the steals, just 1 of those in the ball game in total. Sorry, blocks first to Tagalabao with a big one. Riley Snow with 1 of his own on Simon Lafayette, and there's the steals. Just the 1 for Josh Tagalabao. Was kind of gifted it, but looking at the stats overall, what I find is that the efficiency dropped precipitously in that second quarter. The defense has picked up their effort and started making those shots a little bit more difficult to hit. The Jets down to 31% shooting overall. The Sharks down to 46%. But the Jets were able to hit 2 out of 6 from deep for 43. The Sharks just 1. And right now, that's the difference outside of the free throws, where the Jets have made 8 of 11, and the Southland Sharks 6 of 7 for 85% from the stripe.
All of the stats, of course, with thanks to Chemist Warehouse. By the way, Griffin Durskin Kapow did hit a basket earlier this season, back in round 6 against the Saints. Couple of points for him there, but he has converted one from the Chemist Warehouse tonight, from the stripe.
Yeah, I just we'll go back and we'll scrub my comment and say go away first points and say first free throw.
First free throw. There you go.
Hopefully that's also not incorrect like my last assumption was.
You know what I've got an appreciation for every time I come to Palmerston North?
Irish St. Paddy's Day gear.
They just literally find anything green, don't they, the fans? Anything. I don't know where they get it from.
The Ireland, my friend.
Man. I've never seen so many items in green.
It's because they, like the Irish, don't like snakes.
Nice little hand in there from Scotty Telfer.
The Sharks taking the lead now with that first bucket of the second half, as we see that hand from Telfer. Knocks the ball off his foot afterwards.
Geez, that camera down there, it's got the battering in this game, hasn't it?
It's good positioning. That's what you want until it breaks, and that's what you don't want.
Scott inside to Tagalabao, sandwiched. Somehow got the pass out to Jonty Cowles. Good play from the Jets.
Well, I love the pass fake from Scott to open up for Tagalabao. Doesn't quite catch it cleanly, and then he's able to find Jonty Cowles, who stayed ready. And when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Hits the triple.
Hall. Offensive foul. Connor Cole moving screen.
Well, he's so good at creating space for his teammates with those solid screens, but that time, just a little bit too much physicality. gets pinged with the whistle. The Jets looking to make it another bucket on top of the last 3 that Kells hit.
Here is Kells. Up here, good defense on him. Campbell Scott now. Quake Webster in front of him. Shot clock at 4. Kells aggressively on the drive, using his feet, but using them a little bit too much.
Yeah, I think probably more than anything that looked awkward, which is what you can't do when you're trying to make those pivot moves. Even if it's you might have kept that foot down, when you get that extra little shuffle and that step going back the other way, when it looks awkward, it is awkward. That's when you get banged for the whistle.
Sharks down by a couple midway through this third quarter. Telfa, look away inside. Look who picked it up. Jonty Kells all over
what a
it.
pass.
His pass, terrific. To Tagovailoa, corner, Stent, 3.
Oh, Josh Tagovailoa really acting as a connector off those interior catches, drawing the defense and finding the shooters out on the perimeter, all ignited by the Kells steal and pass ahead.
Heavy contact. Kapia on the drive.
And Matariki Kapea will be trying to end this 6-point run by the Jets. Back-to-back triples has given them a 5-point lead after the Sharks came out and scored the first bucket of the third quarter. Nice aggressive drive. The Sharks need to continue that action on the rim to work their way back into this game.
We mentioned at the start with the lineups case, Lachlan Crate. We can confirm he's not playing tonight, so that was...
I had a bit of an issue in the game, the Jets' first game this week. He mysteriously showed up in the starting lineup. There's a gremlin in the system that really wants him to get some game time after his World Cup performance.
The worry is if he starts turning up for other teams in their lineups on screen. Another foul, and this time Tagovailoa will head to the coloured stripe.
He's just playing with aggression, isn't he? Cutting to the basket really strongly. That time he drives strongly. Doesn't get the shots, though. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt there. I thought he was off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, as did you, Justin. But the call is on the floor, so the Jets have to make do with something else.
Kells. Scott. Oh, Wheeler copped an elbow there.
Good call. Offensive foul is called, rather. As Wheeler plays with a lot of physicality, and Campbell Scott tried to shed some of that physicality with the elbow. Unfortunately, it floated up to the chin. I'm guessing it's not the first elbow Andrew Wheeler's copped in the jaw this year.
Oh, you're right. Hall. Speaking of elbows.
Oh, what a play.
Big play, wasn't it? Riley Snow right down the alley.
Well, beautifully created there by Ben Hall. Pocket pass delivered right where it needed to be.
Tagovailoa out to Stent, catch and shoot.
Tagovailoa again, his penetration, this time off the dribble, drawing defenders in the vision to find the shooter on the perimeter.
Talking about Ben Hall as Wheeler hits a 3 from the corner. Ben Hall copped an elbow, you'll remember, earlier this season at training and ended up playing the next few games with, I think, 5 stitches under one eye. Friendly fire at training, ran into a Kel McRae elbow.
And those footers, man, they just have him in the wrong spot. One of my least favorite training partners was Alex Pledger back in the day because he used to elbow my face like it was going out of style. Ooh. But you know, you get what you give.
Is that the excuse for what we see today?
One of many, my friend, one of many.
A very good evening to Big Pledge, the Chief. He'll be watching on tonight. Loves his hoops, of course.
Beautiful little fake move there by Jonty Kells with a quick attack and then dropping it off to Pern. Doesn't get the finish, but does get to the Chemist Warehouse. Hits the first.
And this is shaping up for a real run to the line tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Well, you love to see this kind of rim attacks, this aggression offensively. Both teams really playing a lot of pace. Got a fast break opportunity here for Hall.
Hall gets up and puts it down.
Well, nice leak out by Ben Hall. Better vision by Andrew Wheeler. Poor transition defense, though, by the Jets, especially off a free throw. One of those guards has to be back. You can't let the defender get, or the offensive player get behind you as a defender.
Nice hand in there, Wheeler. And again, did really well.
And I thought that one might have gone off the leg of Josh Tagovailoa. Gets the benefit of the doubt 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And I'd probably drive away from Andrew Wheeler, who's got a couple of hands going in defensively to create those opportunities for the Sharks.
Jackson Stent has 11 points in the game, by the way.
Hitting a couple of triples makes it easy. Actually, 3 of them.
3, yeah. Pern goes long.
Look at the pass.
Hall, player of the night.
Ben Hall, he's going streaking. That's back-to-back fast break opportunities. That time Scott Telfer with the vision, and now the Sharks in the lead again.
Lovely quarterback pass, wasn't it? From Scotty Telfer to Tagovailoa downhill. Does get the roll. That'll count.
I like it. I like the effort from Ben Hall. Tries to knock that one out. And of course, it took away the opportunity for the Sharks to call a player timeout, maybe get that in, but they save it in their pocket for the fourth quarter. Josh Tagovailoa has been all energy today. 4 points now. It says he has 2 rebounds. Feels like more. It says he has 3 assists. I would have said 4. But he's got a hand in everything. Been really impressed by the way he's played. Jackson Stent, of course, you mentioned the 11 points, but a multitude of Sharks have been playing well at the same time. They've really lifted up their scoring in that third quarter. Connor Cole leading the way with 9, but Telfer with 8.
I told you, they find anything green in this city, anything.
They could just be Celtics fans. You never know.
Chemist Warehouse looking after us with all the stats. Let's get our cameras going around this crowd at three-quarter time, actually. I just want you to look at the dress-up. Don't worry about the teams. Get off the teams. Let's look around the crowd and look at what they're wearing. And look at this.
And of course, remember that this is the Rapid League game. This is already a packed house. Before the NZNBL game starts in about half an hour from now. And they are enjoying themselves. Last Friday night basketball for the Jets for this season. And we've mentioned a couple times, been a disappointing year across not just the Rapid League, but the NBL. Green, really, you're really getting into it if you got a green phone. I didn't even know they sold those.
Neither did I. Jets by a point with a quarter to play. You're right, Case. Excellent crowd in here early for tonight's Rapid League contest. And we're underway, and it is a contest. Nothing in it right now. Scott Wheeler wearing him. Stent, what a game from him tonight. To Tagovailoa, speaking of big games, too much on it. Lafayette. I think he was looking for Stent.
Yeah, that's a tough one to work through 3 orange jerseys. Forced a turnover. Can the Sharks capitalize on this end?
Telfer.
Nice post by Riley Snow. Are they going to give it to him down low?
Snow steps out for Hall. Flicks it out. Matariki Carpia. Not enough on it. Once, twice, maybe a third opportunity here. Ben Hall for 3. No, can't finish it off.
Nice tip by Lafayette. Tagovailoa ends up with it. No, Tagovailoa again on the attack. Unfortunately, attacked his own foot.
And the Sharks will get it back. I want to send out an apology if I can, Case.
Well, you definitely can, and I accept it.
Young Griffin.
Oh, not to me.
Dirksen Kapow.
Yes.
Well, his name was written incorrectly on the PSR, and I think I've mispronounced it about 73 times tonight. So just want to send him some love. Hopefully we see him in this last quarter, the young man who came in for Khalil Whitney.
I actually did see that email coming through that it was spelled incorrectly.
It was.
I'm glad I didn't tell you about that. Let me send you an apology now.
There's Lafayette. Love the way he goes about it. There's a bit of contact there. Doesn't matter.
Loves a reverse layup. If you're guarding Simon Lafayette, do not guard him on the strong side of the rim because he's going to the other side wherever he can. He's now up to 6 points to go with 5 boards. They're playing Queen biting the dust a little bit early in this one. I tell you what. Is it wishful thinking?
I like the enthusiasm. It's good.
It's okay. They got 3 points up, 2.5 left to go in this one. The Sharks might have an answer. Might be Scotty Telfer on this drive. Oh, he's getting hammered.
Josh Tagovailoa with the foul. He's having a bit of a chuckle about it.
I like the fact that he thinks it's not a foul. I appreciate that. That level of self-delusion is fantastic. Look at that arm in there.
He said, who, me?
I mean, it does. I can see what his argument is that Telfer is grabbing him a little bit. But that excuses his own grab on the same side, which you can't do as a defender.
There's Telfer.
It's like the great George Costanza once said, it's not a lie if you believe it.
It's a pretty good line. Pretty good line. And the second one down for Scotty Telfer. Fierce competitor, and we're back to 1. Still a long way to go. Midway through this last quarter tonight. So we've seen some thrillers so far this round. Tataga Lavau, that shot's off. Two-point ball game last night, of course, in the NZNBL case.
Close games across, unfortunately. The free throw shooting really let the Rams down and ending that 16-game winning streak. I'll tell you what coaches don't mind, though. Not going into the finals without a winning streak.
Yeah.
They don't mind getting that team fired up. I think both the Tuatara, Coach Aaron Young, and Coach Judd Flav will be happy to be practicing their teams hard.
Snow. A little bit too much on that.
And what I want to see from the Jets this time is that ball goes side to side. I don't want any attack off the first one. Force this defense to work.
Stent pass inside. Lafayette slashing through. Kells.
And now we see off the on ball, goes to the weak side, back to the strong side on the kick inside. Good ball movement gets them the bucket.
Back out by 3. Carpia, Cole, Telfer. On the drive, Scotty Telfer. He's going to head back to the stripe again.
Just a good attack coming off that screen from Cole. Enough space was created between himself and Jonty Kells, and because he had that size advantage on Kells, he knew he could go up strong. Here it is, trailing behind. He goes down with his head nicely right to the rim. Disappointed in himself for missing the layup, but has a chance at the Chemist Warehouse stripe to make up for that.
He's been big tonight, Scotty Telfer.
I think he's the same size he always was.
Well, I think he is. The stat sheet's been good for him, is what I'm trying to say.
I've had school holidays, so my dad jokes have really gone in overtime. So apologies to everyone.
I'm sure your lovely children were more than happy to see you fly out of Auckland earlier today. How is Scotty Telfer going tonight? He's just added another 2.
He's up to 12 points now to go along with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, stuffing the stat sheet in all areas.
That is a good night out in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, isn't it?
Ooh, and now, where do they go back? I'd go back to the Telfer well, because it has been deep and producing bucket after bucket.
Both teams still have their player timeout. Ben Hall with the miss. Battle on the boards. Lafayette comes up with it.
Great rebound, his 7th of the ball game to go with 6 points. Jets really got to think about where they're going here offensively. Going to the on ball again, had great action out of this last time.
Crowd looking for something big. Tataga Lavau.
28 seconds left in this one, a 3-point differential. Do the Sharks want to go quick or they want to take a little bit of time? But either way, they're going to have to get some fouls in if they go take too long.
Here we go, dying seconds. Telfer, block, Lafayette. Telfer picks it up, puts it down. We're back to 1.
Love the stick-to-itiveness on that one. Going with it. 15 seconds left here.
Tataga Lavau tied up by Ben Hall. Again, both teams still with their player timeout. So it'll be interesting from here. It's all about using the seconds. 16.4. Of course.
Is that the first foul on the Sharks? I'm assuming it. So they got another 2 to go if they want to keep fouling.
Stent. Oh, struggling to bring it in here. Has to call the player timeout. Pressure.
Now that's unfortunate in 2 ways. One is that player timeout is now out of the repertoire, but second, that's 14 seconds on the shot clock now. So if the Sharks really wanted to play it tight, they could try and play defense this entire possession. I wouldn't recommend that. I think they still got to go with the fouling idea. Steal first. It's in the half court now. You might be able to get a trap before that. Go for the quick steal. If you don't get that, foul afterwards. And 1 more after that.
So 16.4 on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Let's see what they do out of this player timeout. Let's see how the Sharks respond. Going to be hands off at the moment.
Got a foul. Too slow, too much time's being used up. Haven't fouled yet for some reason.
And there it is. So that has taken literally 8 seconds.
Half of the time there. When you're fouling, if you're going to get a foul and you go for the quick steal, 1 second, 2 seconds, no steal, foul. Now they're going to have to foul one more time. No, that's the 3rd personal.
Well, Coach John Old screaming at his team to foul then.
They're going to have to foul right away. They don't even have time. But are they saying that it's bonus?
Next one.
Next one.
Ball to come in. Got a foul straight away. There it is. Oh, I tell you what, was there a play on the ball there?
And that's where it's difficult. Personally, I don't want to see that. I don't like being argued for it because you got to be allowed to foul a little bit. I understand the rule. I understand how things go. But just go ahead and go to the free throw line and earn it. But by the letter of the law, probably unsportsmanlike.
Yep. So, Simon Lafayette at the Chemist Warehouse. If he adds 2, Sharks have their player timeout.
And interestingly, the Sharks getting together to talk about it beforehand. Yep. So they may not use this timeout. Let's see what happens here on the miss. Just down 1. A huge shot here for Lafayette after missing the first. He's got to make this to put a little bit of pressure on the Sharks in the other end.
7.2 to play. Lafayette up, in. Will they use the player timeout? They do. So they're going to advance here, the Sharks. This is why I love the player timeout. Ball will come down the floor. We're going to get something special to finish this one off.
Now the question here for the Sharks, do they want to go for the win? They want to go for the tie. Now at this point in the game with this much time left, I'm inclined just to attack the rim. I don't want to see a soft jump shot. I want to see an attack on the rim, create something happen. You can always get the end one. But the Sharks haven't shot the ball great from deep tonight. That's the main reason I wouldn't want to go for the attack. They're just 2 for 10 from beyond the stripe today. It's looking like it's going to be Scott Telfer attacking the rim with the ball in hand.
Yeah, Tall Timber has cleared right out, haven't they? Screen, Hall, Telfer round the back. Locked up, well done to Tiger Laval. They get it back to Jets. They're going to win. They're going to win the game.
Well, 0 seconds left on the clock, but an unsportsmanlike foul was called. So I think it's going to be Tataga Laval with free throws to finish things off with no time left. So it's a 2-point lead now. It's going to be even more in a moment.
Terrific defense from the Jets. Campbell Scott and Josh Tataga Laval on the double there.
Well, game's all over. For some reason, Campbell Scott shooting. I don't know why Campbell Scott's shooting.
I need to see the TJ Gardner-Holmes replay on that.
That was definitely Tataga Laval who got fouled. This isn't the way unsportsmanlike fouls. It's not a technical. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. It should be Tataga Laval with the free throws.
There's the double. Well, it's definitely Josh Tataga Laval. Campbell Scott is not even in picture.
That is not the shooter.
Got a goal. It's on the sideline.
John Old is he's making a point that that's not the guy who got fouled. The officials here, they should be taking a point off. This is a correctable error.
Yeah.
They should take the point off, and the free throw should go to Tataga Laval.
Tataga Laval has now ponied on up to the Chemist Warehouse.
They put a second back on the clock, as you can see, but hopefully they get it right. It should not have been Scott shooting the free throws because it wasn't a technical foul. On a technical foul, team chooses their shooter. On an unsportsmanlike foul,
got to be the player.
Got to be the player who was fouled.
Mind you, Campbell Scott bluffed his way through it pretty well. Sold it well.
Well, if you're going to go up there as well, make both. If you're going to steal the free throws from your teammate, you got to make them both.
1 second to play. That's not 1 minute, by the way. That is 1 second. So chances for the Sharks.
So they're going to take that free throw away. I think Amy Jo Clark's got this.
Yep, correctable error. So that's the right call. And Tataga Laval is now going to have to step up to the stripe. And we'll do it all again.
Coach Old wants a technical foul on the Jets. I don't think that should be a technical foul. It's not Campbell Scott's fault he didn't know that he wasn't fouled. I mean, it is technically. But.
He did know. Tataga Laval now to take these shots from the unsportsmanlike foul. Geez, Campbell Scott did a better job than that.
Well, did he? Because he hit the second one, he missed the first. Same job. Here's the one that will make it a 3-point game.
There you go. He's been really good tonight, Josh Tataga Laval. I think Campbell Scott might have just let him know about it then too.
Well, the key here, just got to get it in to somebody with your own team. Throw it high. Get the turnover if you need to. No time goes off the clock for Campbell Scott too quick. I don't know if I'm Scott Telfer, I might not like that play too much.
It's been a bit of fun, hasn't it? There we go. We're done. Crowd's happy. Good crowd here tonight as well. Fly Palmy Arena, plenty of voice, and they've seen a Jets victory. seeing off their season in the Cells NBL coming up. Right now, though, they celebrate a victory in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
And that loss guarantees the Sharks will sit with the wooden spoon in the Rapid League. The Jets avoiding that by getting this.
For all of the activations for this evening, but you can still win yourself something if you stand out. Make sure you can spin. I've got lots of goodies to give away, so show your faces, make sure I see you and I'll be around. Woo! How we doing out there, Palmy? Make some noise! Yes! Woo! It's our last game for the season. We want to say a massive thank you to all of our fans. We do appreciate you so much. We know our fans do it best in the league, and you turn up every game guaranteed to show your support, dressed in green and looking amazing. So thank you. We'll make a massive shout out to our sponsors. Principal partner, Property Brokers. Home Tour partner, Palmerston City Council. Game Day partner, Manawatū and TRC Toyota. Official partners, Projector, Courtesy Board, Active Physio, Massey University, CB Media and Media Works. Team sponsors, Steve Tyre Services, Aztec Motel, Sayer Industries, Broker Web Risk Services, Petri Science, Kevin Bills Media, ASCO, Acute Promo, PCL Group, Basketball Manawatū, Peach and Funeral Homes, Heat Right, Zenith Fitness, and Legal Aquatic Centre. Thank you to all of our sponsors. With a bit of turbulence when you hear those feet, come on! Alright, now the fans, come on! I want to hear those voices, let's make some noise! Feet, fans and voices, let's go! Alright, sounding good out there, and that's the kind of energy we want to be hearing when I say make some noise. Last game of the season, so we want to bring it to the end, just like that. Alright? Alright. Don't forget I've got stuff to give away, so if you want to win yourself a little something, make sure to be seen out there. Make sure to be standing out in the crowd. Show me your moves when I say to show me your moves. And remember, when I'm looking around, it's easier to stay in those seats for me to see you. If you were right under my nose, chances are I'm going to look straight over the top. Alright, so stand in your seats unless I pull you down. Unless I pull you down. Gonna have lots of fun this evening. Palmy, are you ready? Alright, the guys will be coming out very soon, so get the torches on your phones ready. We are ready. Alright, Connor, can I please have the lights? Right, 6 submitters, please, 6 submitters. Introducing the Southland Sharks for this evening, number 22, Cooper Robb. Number 4, Alonso Burton. Number 3, Braden Inga. Number 2, Caleb Ashbury.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for exciting, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
Help me up, never let it fall. Help me roll like an animal. Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got.
Kia ora, no mai, hara mai, hello and welcome. Great to have you with us on a Friday night. Fly Palmy Arena, round 16, Cells NBL final round of the season, final game for the property brokers Manawatū Jets. Great crowd in attendance. The Sharks on a double, Jets tonight, Saints on Sunday. Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with you. Great to see you on a Friday night, Case, and I've got to say it's a bit chilly in here tonight.
It's not the warmest, Jim, but actions are going to heat things up shortly. We got two teams that are playing for a lot of pride, if not the records.
No doubt about that. There's a bit on the line tonight. These two teams will be going hard. And interestingly, the Jets with just one win this season, Case. That win came against the Sharks.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, back in April, and the fans back home think the Sharks are going to reverse that trend.
There we go.
2-1 favorite on the Mix and Pick app. If you got that app, open it up. If not, use that QR code and have your say. And I got to say, I might be agreeing with them. It's a long time between drinks for the Jets, but they should be coming in this one with some confidence against the team they've had previous success against this season.
Sharks to win tonight or Jets? Who are you with?
I'm going with the Sharks. They've been playing great basketball as of late, and the Jets, as we'll tell you shortly, are a little bit down on talent today.
They are. Cells NBL ladder. This is how it looks, of course. Final 6 starts next week. Home finals. Can't wait to bring the Cells NBL finals to you, all of the fans. Rams and Tuatara, believe it or not, both headed for a home semi-final. Both lost this round.
Yeah, getting the gremlins out of the engine before you start the postseason. It's nothing like going in with the postseason or the streak and then losing in the postseason, so might as well get it out of the way now. The Rams ending that 16-game winning streak, the first loss of the season for Lackley Olbrich.
Absolutely, and the only thing that can change there on that ladder maybe is the Airs and the Saints in 3rd and 4th. This is what's coming up across the weekend. Tomorrow, just the one game, Nuggets and the Bulls. How about the Bulls last night taking down the Rams? Really good. Double on Sunday, Saints and the Sharks, Airs and the Giants. Now, this is how it works, Case. If the Saints win and the Airs lose, the Saints go to 3rd. They'll play the Giants in a play-in, and the Airs will play the Bulls. If the Airs win, or Saints lose, let's just say the Airs stay in 3rd position, the Airs will play the Giants on a play-in. The Saints will play the Bulls.
Yeah, and there's going to have to be a loss and a win. It would be pretty difficult for the Saints to make up the points percentage difference if both teams win. They're going to have to get it over there with one going the other. So both teams will be playing their best in that last Sunday of the year.
And what we do know, for all of the fans out there, what we do know is regardless of what happens with the Saints and the Airs on Sunday, the Airs will play a home final next Wednesday. The Saints will play a home final next Friday.
And now, let's get to the starting lineups after we talk about the finals. Caleb Asbury, Cooper Raw, Braden Inger, Zoe Burton, and Cal McRae leading the way for this Sharks unit that has played much improved basketball as of late.
Been solid, haven't they?
Well, they found a little bit of positional stability. They got a couple imports there that they trust now, and the locals have been playing to a much higher level.
Assistant coach of the Sharks is John Old. He has stepped up to face the cameras. Let's have a chat with him now.
Well, John, an interesting game for the Sharks, been playing well at the end of the season. What has led to this resurgent effort from the Sharks as they've started to get a few more wins on the table?
Oh, I think it's just really showing fight towards the end of the season, like you said. It didn't start off the way we wanted. We moved a few pieces when we needed to, and then getting the likes of Cooper Rob and Caleb into the lineup has really able to solidify what we want to do and the type of basketball we want to play. So it's been a great last 7 games sort of thing for us.
And finals out of the reach, but still have wins on the table to grab. How important is it for the Sharks to get these wins at the end of the season to set that foundation for the offseason and for coming back next year even stronger?
Yeah, real great question. We come from an association where championships matter. We've had 3 championships already. This isn't where we want to be, so we want to show the fans, the league, everyone around that we are wanting to do better. So the way we go in the last couple of games, that's the type of basketball we want to play, and we want to send a message to the league that we're coming back next year stronger.
Miles Pearce also saddling up tonight for the Sharks coaching staff. Of course, one of our Sky Sport commentators and pretty well-known man around Palmerston North.
And there's going to be some questions why he's got the orange on, but he's been an assistant coach throughout the season, helping out at different times throughout the year for Coach Guy Malloy on that staff. And his knowledge of the local players here in Manawatū is going to be quite helpful for the Sharks tonight, I'm sure.
Well, let's have a look at the men from Manawatū, the Jets. This is how they'll start tonight. Lane, Heron, Judd, Richards, and Lambert. Interesting, some great news for these young guys. Luca Richards had a start the other night against the Fire, had 16 points in that game. Hakaya Lambert getting a start as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, because one man by the name of Khalil Whitney out with illness tonight, so that opens the door for the second-generation Jet.
No James Moores
and no James Moores. That's where Luca Richards is getting his opportunity. He played very well the last time out this week when the Jets nearly got that victory over the Fire.
What a thriller that was, a 1-point win to the Fire. Coach, of course, is Natu Tofale, just the 1 win for the season. Can he double that tonight?
Well, Coach Tofale, it's been a challenging year. Haven't had the wins that you've wanted to get, but what have been some of the positives that you can pick out of the season for the Jets, especially building towards next season?
I think a lot of positives are with our young group. They've understood what it looks like to play at this level, so they've got a good understanding of what to expect next year, and that's rewarded a couple of our teenagers with a couple of starts in the last game, two of them, and obviously this game they'll start as well. So looking forward to seeing them out on the floor.
And the Jets, one of the teams with some of the best fan support in the country, despite a tough season in the wins and losses. How important is to get a win in this last game of the year on the home court for those home fans to give them something to cheer about?
Yeah, as a coaching staff and team, we've been really appreciative of our community support. The fans have been behind us the whole year, even though results haven't gone our way. And tonight it's important that we put on a performance that they could be proud of. So we're really looking forward to that. And it's another opportunity, so we'll see how we go tonight.
Well, Coach Natu Tofale there, Casey, talking about the young players, but also talking about the fans. And gee, great crowd in here tonight. There's our super fans, the Moose, of course.
Big Moose, Craig Lowry. Nice to see him out again, 20 years plus of fandom. But he is not the only Jets fan who gets here early, gets here often. I mean, for a team that is 1-18, this is an incredible level of support. I tell you what, I can't wait till the Jets get a winning team in here because this building's going to explode.
No question about that. Sea of Green tonight. They love their basketball here in Palmerston North. Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. And Interesting one for me. We've got the lowest scoring team in the competition in the Sharks coming up against the team that concedes the most points in the competition, the Jets.
And which one's gonna give? That's the question. The Sharks' points per game at 11th is a bit of a misnomer, though, because they've been playing improved basketball of late. They play a slower pace, which you have to do when you have Cal McRae averaging just under 15 points per game. Mustafa Heron, he's been fantastic all year long scoring the basketball despite the team's record, and he's a guy who can really explode for points if given the opportunity. The Sharks will certainly be focused in on him. We see the results from the last time UC team played, but that Sharks team was vastly different, as was this Jet squad. They had a lot of different talent on that one. Not the same teams playing each other. I expect the result to be different as well. You see the field goal percentage, neither team playing with a lot of efficiency. But I think because of the porousness of the defenses, we might see a higher level of efficiency tonight.
There's the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, official stats partner of the NZNBL. Sharks getting their last instructions from Coach Guy Malloy. Our coin officials for this one, Melanie O'Connor, Amy Jo Clark, and Kobe Lucas.
I like how Melanie O'Connor just comes in late, having some discussions with the score bench on the other side. Always appreciate the efforts of the coin officiating crew.
Results so far, round 16, NZNBL. As we have a look at the poll, Sharks up to 66%, Jets at 34% according to our viewers. Some Sal's pizzas up for grabs. It's been a close round, Casey. 5 by 1 point over the Jets, Hawks by 6 over the Tuatara, and the Bulls on the road by 2 over the Rams last night.
And some controversy in that one last night with missed free throws by Ulbrich at the end, getting knocked off the rim by Sam Timmons. Tough to tell from the television angle if there was some touch on the rim there. You were there in person, but I expect your lips are sealed.
Lips are sealed, but I did get the chance to see the replay in slow motion about 47 times after the game, and my lips are still sealed.
Well, it's an unfortunate situation for the Rams last night, but it basically came down to the missing of those free throws. When they didn't get those ones to drop, they sealed their own fate, ending, as we mentioned, that 16-game winning streak. And just reminding us that this competition coming into the postseason may be closer than we expected.
12 of 22 they were from the Chemist Warehouse last night. Molten Ball coming out here, young Jets fan. I can't see the bottom half of him, by the way. Can't see the bottom half.
Tough to see between those two big guys out there, Cal McRae and Luka Richards. Turns around for the photo.
I meant the camouflage, by the way.
The camouflage? Oh, sorry. I thought you were just saying he was boxed out. I didn't even see the camouflage at all. Does that count as the Green Army? I mean, technically.
Of course it does.
Technically Green Army for real.
Of course it does. Here we go, Friday Night Hoops. Have some fun with us tonight. The Sharks and the Jets. We know they're going to miss the final 6, but there's a lot of pride on the line for these two tonight. Which way is it going to go? We'll find out very, very soon. Jets to get the opening possession.
Look to see the Jets play with a higher level of pace attacking this Sharks team. Luka Richards starts it off but can't get it done against Cal McRae. I like that setup, though. They go to that little rub screen quite often to begin games.
Asprey's been in great form up high there. First points for the Sharks.
Well, he's been a completely different player when he's been to his more natural two-guard position. A lot more freedom, a lot more offensive aggressiveness.
Heron gets it inside to Richards.
Well, 2 rim attacks and 2 touches for Luka Richards. The second one more successful from the first, mostly because Cal McRae wasn't in there.
Young man, of course, coming back from an ACL injury and had a big chance against the Fight on Tuesday night. Called for a foul here, Richards.
Man, this is some quick feet for a big man. Cal McRae with a baseline spin to the right shoulder. As Luka Richards is trying to, look how quick this move is. Bang! A little bit of a chicken wing hook in there, and Richards gets his hand on the ball, but more hand on the arm, sending McRae straight to the line. And Luka Richards, he's going to have to be careful with the foul trouble. He's the closest in terms of height and weight class to Cal McRae, still giving up quite a bit. But if they move him to the bench, it's probably going to be Simon Lafaele, who's given it a whole lot more in both categories.
McRae at the Chemist Warehouse, 2 of 2, of course, the owner of a triple-double this season.
The lone triple-double, I believe.
Lone triple-double, yeah. Came against his former team as well.
I wonder that. I wonder how that goes.
Mike Fitchett would have been wrapped. Got a little hand in there. Caleb Asprey on Quishorn Lane.
Yeah, he was stuck in bad position. Lane had him on his back, thought he was going to get the open look, but the quick hands are able to negate that advantage he created.
Lane, Heron,
That's
deep 2, and it is called Foul on Inga. So Mustafa Heron will head off to the Chemist Warehouse. He is a star.
Well, that's their favorite play to run for him on the baseline out of bounds. He creates such great tempo coming off that screen. Really difficult for Braden Inga to stick with him. And he doesn't do so successfully because he gets pinged for the whistle. 2 free throws coming up from Heron after getting fouled on the mid-range jumper. Hits the first.
He's had another good season, hasn't he, Case? 22 points per game. He's had 13 20-plus point games this season.
I appreciate the way he goes about his business. You know, he's in a difficult situation here this year with the Jets. Wasn't what he thought he was signing up for in terms of competitiveness, but he goes about his business very professionally, game in, game out.
Inga short on the 3. Here's Liam Judd, another exciting young prospect. Spinning, Heron just floated and left it up. Richard strong underneath.
A good hand in there by the Sharks again, but we're seeing some energy from this Jet squad early that the Sharks are going to have to lift to match because the Jets playing well right now.
And outside of the 2 imports, some young players here as Lambert turns it over. Asbury. First real touch of the Molten tonight for Zoe Burton. Here's Cooper Robb. Pass, Asbury clutches it. Deep 3, he's fouled here by Lambert, so he's off to the stripe for 3.
Well, I really like what Cal McRae did in that situation. Pointed out that Cooper Robb was there to Zoe Burton, said let's get into this on-ball action. The defense shifts over there. And Kyle Lambert was stuck on the strong side, tries to close out on Asbury. Can't do so without fouling, so 3 from the Chemist Warehouse for Asbury early.
First one's a miss. That game earlier this season between these two, the lone victory for the Jets, 83-70 down at the Shark Tank. Mustafa Heron, 19 points, 9 rebounds that night. Second one is good. Sharks take the lead.
And I mentioned a different team, some other players on that one. A different set of imports for the Jets at that time of the year.
Jets or Sharks?
Both, actually.
Both, actually. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
A vastly, completely different set of imports for the Sharks. None of those imports are left in the country. They've all gone. For the Jets, just Mustafa Heron left from their original trio.
Troy Baxter Jr., of course, played in that game. I think Tyrell Harrison may have played in that game as well.
Yeah, I think that might have been his last game of his time with the Jets, was only here for 3. And very different when you don't have him around.
Nice pass, Callum McRae feeding Inga.
Cal McRae, such a great fulcrum for an offense, and a really poor turnover there for the Jets. No one up in the front court, and Kyle Lambert just passes it. Keyshawn Lane doesn't see it. Bounces straight out of bounds, but back to McRae as a fulcrum for the offense. Such an excellent passer, has great size, but great understanding of where to deliver it to his teammates so they can successfully finish plays.
Looks like he's set for a big one tonight. Another foul, another basket.
And that's going to be Luka Richards' second foul. They're going to have to go to Simon Lafaele off the bench, who gets up to our left, Justin. He'll be checking in soon. And I like the way that the Sharks have responded after that early push from the Jets. A lot of pace. Well, they're going straight inside. You can't guard our big fella down there. Richards picks up number 2. McRae picks up bucket.
Sorry, Case. They're giving away serious size here, aren't they, to Cal McRae?
Serious size, laughable size. This is a little bit like Wemby looks like in the Olympic pre-qualifying warm-ups. I mean, McRae is a huge man.
Yep.
He's not just tall, but he is wide as well. Rafael, he's strong, but he has given up a lot of anchorage against the big fella.
McRae already with 5 points to open this one tonight. Liam Judd, corner. Lane on Asbury. Lane steps through, swings it out. Lambert.
Big triple there for Lambert. If he can hit that shot and force McRae to come out of the paint, it really opens up things for the driving lanes of those other Jets.
Asbury. Burton. What a response.
Automatic.
He does it so many times, doesn't he, Zoe Burton?
You give him that kind of space, you might as well just chalk up 3 because he is one of the premier shooters in this competition, has been for a long time.
Lane, Heron.
Speaking
of. They are just lighting it up at both ends right now.
Well, the ball is moving with a lot of pace for both teams, and that's what you want to see against teams that are struggling defensively.
Rob goes down low. McRae swings it out again. Burton, Inga. Shot clock at 7. Asbury stepping back on Lane. Another triple, no, front of the iron. Look out, Heron quickly up to Lane. Asbury defensively just pulled the chair in the end and the travel.
Well, nice job by Asbury to get out of the way. Sean Lane expected that contact and just couldn't hold his footing. A strong, aggressive drive in transition. Unfortunately, ends up with not for the Jets because of the travel.
Here's McRae. Jets down into a zone at the moment.
Jets, this zone will take away that advantage that McRae has on the interior.
Burton, just a nice little jumper.
But one way you get a team out of the zone is by hitting jump shots, and Zoma Burton is a zone buster.
They lead by 6. Jackson Stent into the game for the Jets, replacing Lambert. And he's probably their tallest player tonight, Jackson Stent.
They'd be right in there, 6'7", he stands. That's still giving up about 5 inches to McRae.
Here's Heron. Crafty.
Well, I thought he might have got some contact, and so did Heron, but Cooper Robb holds up defensively.
Been a wonderful addition to this Sharks team, hasn't he? Asbury trying to finish there. Yeah, Cooper Robb, we got to see him very early days when he came into the country, and once he settled in, didn't take him long, by the way, but once he settled in, there he is. Cooper Robb has been a really good addition for the Sharks.
Well, he's given the Sharks positional stability. Everybody's been able to go down to the position they're more comfortable at. But more importantly, he's just been a really clever player. There we see he just steps in, gets that catch. Poor defense by the Jets, but Robb's an excellent point guard. He can shoot the basketball. He certainly can facilitate, and defensively, at times, has been really big swiping the ball.
Sharks out by 8. Heron looking to respond. Rebound. Heads up play. Fantastic pass. McRae, Asbury, corner.
Find the shooter.
Can't put it down. Battling hard. Inga. Timeout, Jets.
Well, the pace has been picked up by the Sharks. Those first 3-4 possessions of the game, it looked like the Jets were going to be the aggressors all night long, but the Sharks, after initially taking a couple of shots, started with some swings of their own, and just like that, doubling up the Jets 20-10. And doing it off of some pace in transition, not what they're normally known for. Great outlet that time by Cal McRae. Asbury draws those defenders in, wide open shot, but then the board work by Braden Inger, his second bucket of the ball game. He's got 4, and the Sharks now 7 for 11 from the field, playing with great efficiency compared to the Jets at just 3 for 8.
Double-digit lead. Hello to all of our viewers down in the deep south tonight in Invercargill, tuning in.
And I mentioned the efficiency, Justin. The Sharks 7 for 11 from the field, but 6 for 7 from inside the arc right now. They are really having their way. The Jets need to find a stouter level of defense, and they need to do it without fouling, because the Sharks are also 5 for 6 from the line. 6 rebounds for the Sharks right now have doubled up the Jets. The Jets can find some inroads on the offensive glass. That can certainly help them in the possession game, where they've given away a few careless turnovers. They're up to 3 already in the corner compared to 0 for the Sharks.
Midway through the opening quarter tonight. Final regular season round, of course. Sal's NBL Final 6 tips off next Wednesday night in New Plymouth. Lafayette somehow gets it to go over McRae.
I'll tell you what, I could think of easier ways than attacking the biggest, strongest guy in the court, but Lafayette does not mind. That little handoff action, making it difficult for McRae to move his feet and stay in front of the drive.
He's a real competitor, isn't he? Here's Robb, nearly slipped. Found a way through, though.
Slicing and dicing through that defense. The difficult right to left floater while shooting with the right hand. He makes it look easier than it is.
Heron. Robb got the job on him so far tonight. Judd, Lafayette, ball on the floor. He's going to try and go to work again. This time he draws a foul on Inga. That might be his second, Braden Inga.
A strong foul as well. He makes sure about it. No sub coming in yet for the Sharks, and it looks like this first foul.
Definitely 2 in front of me. I'm sure he fouled earlier this quarter.
We do already have one on the books on the stats that we have, but the score bench is only showing one. I think Guy Malloy had the same thought process. He was looking to see if that was his second personal foul, but perhaps one of those got called incorrectly earlier in this one.
Lafayette was deeply involved in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game earlier tonight. The Jets got the win.
Definitely Braden Inger's second personal foul, by the way, because he got the foul on Mustafa Heron's jump shot on the baseline.
There you go. Somebody run down and tell Guy Malloy quickly. Lafayette, 2 of 2 from the Chemist Warehouse. Important points for the Jets. Plenty to play out in this opening quarter. McRae has been very busy.
Look at how that defense shifts to McRae when he gets the catch in the post.
Doubled now. Tries to slip it through to Asbury. Shot clock at 6. Rob searching. Will go it alone for 3. And there's a foul here off the rebound.
That's got to stay here for the Sharks, and it does. That's a foul on Jackson Stent. Now, he's upset about it, but guess what? The big fella's just big. Just because it's hard for you to push him out does not mean it's a foul. He plants himself down low. He holds the hand up, controls the basketball, and Stent's using every inch of muscle. I'm not sure. Look at it underneath.
Well, there's the wraparound. There's the hold. By the way,
just holding on for your dear life.
Didn't move him an inch either.
No, and it won't.
Turnover. Jets come up with it on the run. The green machine, Campbell Scott. Turn back. Lafayette on the drive. Scott. We know he can light it up, this young man. The 20-year-old from Fielding. Hands it off. Lane. They're just so small in there against Callum McRae.
Nobody wanted to shoot against a big guy.
Burton receives and drains it.
Well, they've been finding some nice opportunities in transition. Zoe Burton hits his second 3 of the ball game. He's now the leading scorer, up to 8 points, doing the damage from deep.
Game high 11-point margin right now.
Liam Judd has not been able to get his hand on the basketball as of yet.
And I think he's the man they've got to get it to in the corner. Campbell Scott for the 3.
Well, you go under screens on Campbell Scott, you're asking for trouble. He hits that first one, had a couple of deep looks in the Rapid League earlier to get that eye in, and continues that form here in the first half.
Inga just headed out towards that pocket. That's a 2.
Just too easy on that catch. Nobody in his no-fly zone. Drains that baseline J.
Campbell Scott lets it fly.
You know if he hits the first, he's going to shoot the second. Got to rotate out to him a little bit more quickly. Cuts the lead to 7.
Back to back. Burton this time on the drive. Up, leaves it short.
Cal McRae slowing down a little bit. If I'm the Jets, I continue to push this pace, make things difficult for the big guy.
And he does. And puts it in. The Jets on a bit of a burner right now.
And they're doing it in transition. That activity on the break is making it difficult for the Sharks to set up that half-court defense. The transition game is where the Jets are flourishing.
Fueled up for takeoff right now, the Manawatū Jets. They bring it back to 5. Burton, been good. Asbury.
Lovely cut. Just a well-timed cut. The defense is almost in the zone there, so everybody's turning and looking at the basketball. Lost side of the cutter. Asbury takes advantage.
Lane, deep 2 is good. Going to get a timeout here for the Sharks, or just some subs? No, timeout. 1:41 to play. Margin is at 5. Campbell Scott with a couple of big threes, getting the Jets back into this one.
Well, that's like a 7-2 run there by the Jets. They were able to come back into this game by getting that transition. Big screen by Jackson Stent there. You see why Asbury's looking for the whistle, thinking that's a legal contact as he's getting smashed through on the screen, but it ain't a foul if they ain't gonna call it. So the aggressive screen by Stent rewarded with the jump shot for Lane, who will be happy to see that one drop for his second bucket of the game.
Guy Malloy, second season with the Southland Sharks. Of course, as soon as this season finishes, he heads back to Australia and starts preparing for the Australian WNBL, where he coaches the Sydney Flames. Love what the fans do here with their signs.
That is a quality sign. Look at the LED.
There is some serious work that's gone into that.
Now, what are those? I can't see the photos from the angle on the screen.
They're not of us.
Let's hope not. That would be strange.
That would be strange.
But I'm wondering if that's just photos from this season, or does that go back a little bit for some of the Jets fandom?
Oh, hello. Go back a few years. Whose photo would you have on there if you think back through the years?
Nick Horvath, all-time Jets guys. Horvath's in more recent years. Tony Brown, back in the day. Clifton Bush had some good years down here.
What about Brooke Roscoe? He said he put 70 away one night for the Jets.
I don't think anybody's remembering the Brooke Roscoe days fondly.
Back underway. Very good evening to you, Brooke. Hope you're well. All a bit of fun, of course, until someone gets hurt. Cooper Robb. Turn around. Lovely.
He just creates that space with the fadeaway. Really patient once he got inside. It was at a size disadvantage, but not a skill one.
Just the way Guy Malloy would have wanted his team to respond out of that timeout. Back out to 7. Heron. He's done a couple of nice things early. Liam Judd. In fact, Tataga Laval out there right now. He was terrific tonight. And the Sky Broadband Rapid League turns it over on that occasion. Look out, Cal McRae. Big pass from Cooper Robb.
Running the lane, big Cal McRae. I said you were winded. I was incorrect. Forces a turnover, ignites the break, and finishes it off the nice dive from Cooper Robb. Well delivered.
Sharks have put 33 on the board in this opening quarter. Heron, corner 3 over Robb. Hits the side of the ring. Another chance here for the Sharks to extend.
They could slow it down, but that's not what they're thinking. They're thinking pick up the pace. Ben Hall wide open.
Look at Telfer get after it. Just throws it up, but Burton landed in his lap.
I mean, the Sharks are putting a lot of pressure on the Jets right now. Great response out of the timeout. 6 straight points there.
35. Heron again short. Another rebound for McRae. That'll do us. So 1 down tonight. Excellent start by the Southland Sharks. Cal McRae, Cooper Robb, they've been involved in everything. 35-24 Jets with some work to do. Second quarter coming right up.
You understand here? With Noah gets it in, you've got to run to Benny and grab a pizza slice, okay? And then you run back and Noah will go again. Don't go again until he gets back. All right, we're ready? You ready, Bella? You've got yours, eh? You're okay? 1 second. Go! I like round numbers. All right, let's cheer them on. Let's go. All right, go, Charlie, go! Go, 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 get a pizza slice. Yeah, go, Bella. Go, running back. Nice. Keep it going, keep it going. You've got 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Well done. Awesome work. I'll give it to you. Go, Charlie, go, grab another one. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. All right, well done, Bella. Let's go. Awesome work. Come give us a high five. Nice work, Benny. Nice work, good job. Let's give it up to Bella, Noah, and Charlie. They are brothers and sisters. Nice work, team. They are here at every home game. Thanks for your support. Let's go. And there's the Sound still thanks to Sound Pizza.
No, my hockey Maya, welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena tonight. Sharks off to a blinder. Look out, some royalty in the house, Case.
Stacey Lambert looking on. Hakai Lambert, his son out there. Second generation Jets player. Always nice to see the fellas from my generation enjoying their progeny out there on the court. Taught them a few lessons, I'm sure.
What a start tonight for the Sharks. Chemist Warehouse stat sheet dominating inside the visitors tonight.
Well, 20 points in the paint already, but the efficiency, 12 for 14 on twos. The Sharks dominating on the close looks.
Oh, Ben Hall, all the time in the world.
Not too bad on the deep ones either. Now 3 for 8 from beyond the arc. Jets, pick your poison. You want threes from deep or twos from down low.
Heron, Jets desperately need for him to get going. That'll help deep too.
I mean, that's a tough shot. Cooper Robb, excellent defender. They really need the Jets need to find a way to get Mustafa Heron the ball in places that he can score just a little bit more easily. As Cooper Robb knows that he should have gone to the wing, forced that one inside to the big guy, but there was 3 green jerseys around McCray where he had Telfer open on the wing. Instead of taking the easy look, makes the hard one, ends up in a turnover.
And Heron is a player who can get going very, very quickly.
No doubt about it. He is. You know, I think his scoring prowess is overlooked because he's played for the Jets this year. But coming into the season, I thought he was on my list. He was actually my pick for import of this year. I thought he was going to have that kind of year scoring-wise.
22 points a game. Lambert nowhere to go. They're going to run out of time here. The Jets, they do. That won't count for Campbell Scott. Waved that one away. He's already hit a couple of threes tonight.
Just a 1/10 of a second there too late. But that's the effect of McCray down low. His size just makes everybody second guess their shots on the interior for the Jets this evening.
Here's Caleb Asbury. Had a couple of big games recently, 25, 27.
That one looked like it came straight off Asbury's hand, but maybe the contact, something I missed coming through. Step ball will stay with the Sharks. 17 seconds left on the shot clock as they try and build on this 12-point lead that they have now.
Burton coming back onto the floor. 10 points already for him tonight. The captain, of course.
Not off to a great start. Take another look at the pass. And
not sure why the Sharks have got it back.
Could have been the contact that Lambert had in there.
McCray again. Another great pass. Asbury unable to complete. Scott, Heron, looking for some space. Judd in the corner. Haven't really seen too much of him. Step back into trouble. Lambert, well short. McCray, just a deft little touch to Asbury.
He's really skilled. I mean, that's what's impressive about his game. And he's gotten in better shape this season as well. So he can play at this kind of pace he's playing at right now. And he creates that opportunity for Asbury. The help defense is so concerned with keeping Cal McCray from getting great position. They can't keep him from doing so, but all that attention on him defensively allows Asbury to get that driving lane, to get the contact, and to get himself off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Cal McCray tonight, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Has not missed a shot.
But I'd like to see him get the ball in hand a little bit more. But when he's getting those catches, the entire defense just sifts to him. He's got so much gravity down low because of the size that he has and the lack of size in that Jets front line. They just really have no answer for him one-on-one. The help has to come, and that's opening up opportunities not just for himself, but for all his teammates.
Sharks tick over into the 40s. A lot of contact there.
Just
from
shifty.
Scotty Telfer.
Just so shifty. Heron really plays at an interesting pace. He can go from side to side. That little crossover just got Telfer completely out of position. He had no choice but to get blown for the whistle.
Jets need something here. Lane, Lafayette looks up. He's got Big Cal in front of him. Steps inside. Big Cal maybe, just maybe, lowered that arm.
Well, I don't know about that. Sometimes you're just too big.
I did say maybe twice.
Take a look at it here. Let's see. Where's the foul? Yeah, I see it. He brings it across the guide arm from Lafayette. I see it better at that angle. Cal McCray will head to the bench. If he keeps that hand up a little straighter, he wouldn't have picked up his second foul. But as it is, with 8 minutes left to go in the quarter, the biggest advantage the Sharks have, figuratively and literally, heads to the bench.
We were talking about the stick-to-itiveness club during the Rapid League game earlier tonight, Casey, and the reason we were doing that is because of this man, Simon Lafayette.
Well, he played such a huge role in the Jets' win earlier in Rapid League, and his effort for the Jets has always been fantastic as well. Sublime at times with his reverse layups, the deft touch that he can show. But it's his work on the glass that's right now key for this Jets team to stay in this game.
And it's great to see him up and going. Missed some time through injuries the last couple of years. Burton with the miss. Campbell Scott quickly up the floor, on the move. Lane, Scott, another triple. Yes, indeed.
Well, I love that unselfish play there by Keyshawn Lane. Gets the catch. He could have thrown it up himself, but he finds the better shooter in rhythm. And Campbell Scott rewards him.
Now Asprey on the drive.
Asbury goes to the reverse. And just a quick look. That's the 5th assist for Keyshawn Lane back the other way, but Asbury comes back and gets himself up to double figures points with that finish.
Campbell Scott looking set for a big one tonight here for the Jets. Heron just trying to get going. That'll help.
No, you can't give that shot to him from that close. Just too skilled, and Ben Hall so concerned about the driving ability, stays on his feet, doesn't go for the shot fake, and he says, well, if you're not going to go for it, I'll just make it. Look at the hustle.
Heron to 9. Burton.
Great step.
And he's drawn some contact as well, Zoe Burton.
Well, he's looking for points at 11 for 12 from the Chemist Warehouse after showing some nice driving ability. Comes off that screen, and look at that step through. Coming back to the other side, going up with the left, can't get the finish, just enough contact to send him back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Missed a bit of time earlier this season, Alonzo Burton, when the Sharks definitely needed him on the floor. I think it was a hamstring from memory.
Hamstring, kept him out for a long time, and he really is the best. I spoke earlier about McRae's gravity on the interior. Well, Zoe Burton is gravity on the outside. You have to know where that guy is at all times. He is always going to shoot 40%. And if he's under, it's an anomaly because he is deadly from deep.
Oh, Burton might have been picked up for a reach here on Heron.
He gets that left hand in. Tough spacing there for the Jets that time. Not a lot of area for Heron to go with that drive. But he drives right into Burton, and this time it works in his favor because he gets whistled for the foul.
One of the real nice guys of the competition, isn't he, Alonzo Burton? Here's Heron. Knocked away. Rob on the charge. Pulled up over Lane. Oh, bobbled in and out.
Good effort by Inger. He's been good on the offensive glass.
Rob. Corner. Inger can't complete. Look out, Asprey.
Well, just attacking the glass offensively. Showing great effort out there are the Sharks. That is their 6th attempt, I believe, after getting 2 on that possession.
And Asprey up to 12 points now. Scott corner 3.
Another rebound for Inger, doing the job with McRae on the bench. An undersized team as Lane reads the lane.
And he's got runners with him. He'll go it alone. Rob comes up with it. What a stop that is. Ends up with Richards. He puts it down for 2. Cooper Rob did all he could, though.
Well, he might have been better off eating the turnover there. You know what they say, never save it under your own basket. Asbury. Look at the effort of Caleb Asbury.
Man, 12 points already. He has snuck right up in this game.
I mean, he is a vastly different player than we saw earlier in the season. There we see Keyshawn Lane reading the lane. What a block by Cooper Robb. Steps out of bounds before Liam Judd hooks up the dunk for Luka Richards. But on the other end, Asbury's movement without the basketball has been excellent today. He's got an offensive rebound on that crash. He's created some assist opportunities for his teammates earlier in this one. Things that weren't really helping the Sharks offense early in the season because they had a lack of playmakers when he was cutting without the basketball. A better balanced team, those cuts are creating better opportunities for the Sharks.
Here's Lane, gets it back from Richards. Little floater inside is good.
A little two-man game, doesn't force that shot on the jumper, instead gets a little handoff to hit a tough one. Lead still at 11. The Sharks really in control of this one despite the effort of the Jets.
Midway through the second. Asbury, quick hands inside. McRae's back out there.
But Richards has to be careful with 2 fouls.
Rob for 3. Had a long look at it. Here's Lane. Richards providing some cover. Campbell Scott, is that his 4th?
That's his 4th 3. He is up to 12 points already. He is touching them all early in this one. Campbell Scott now 4 for 5 from beyond the arc. nothing but net on that one, and he is dead-eye shooting it and shooting the Jets back into single digits in the deficit, down to 8 with 4:37 to play as the high-scoring nature of this ball game continues.
Well, Campbell Scott averages 9.8 points a game this season, 1.7 triples at 30%. He's blowing his season averages out of the water so far here tonight. We know that he can light it up.
Well, I know you and I have talked off screen about the opportunities that we thought he should get as a young player. You know, when they were...
He's only 20, by the way.
They were cycling through players, trying to figure out what to do at the import spot at the point guard position, and to take nothing away from Kashawn Lane. You know, Campbell Scott at times showed that he's got that ability, maybe more comfortable as a catch-and-shoot player as we've seen tonight, but certainly a young player that this Jet squad is trying to build around for the future. And with a jump shot like that, why not?
I'm fairly sure that earlier this season when the Jets beat the Sharks in Invercargill, the only win of the season, of course, for the Jets, I'm fairly sure Campbell Scott played all 40 minutes in that game. Only time this season.
Well, I'm going to have to go look up those stats at some point. I'll go through. We'll find it on this one. But I do remember him playing big minutes.
Especially on that road trip.
Yeah, especially on that one. That was in the immediate aftermath. I believe that was the third game of the season.
Yep, had a 28-point game against the Nuggets as well on that southern swing.
And yeah, since then, with the imports coming back in, his opportunity has stopped as Asbury misses that drive. But McCray in the right place at the right time for another bucket, as he gets himself up to 9 points now.
He's moving, isn't he?
Well, he's just still hasn't missed a shot. 3 for 3 from the field. As Mustafa Heron goes down hard.
Cooper Robb with the foul here.
Yeah, Cooper Robb, they're asking a lot for me. We've got Willie Burton. Willie Burton in the stage, as well as Zoe Burton's mom. Willie Burton, one of the top 40 players in the history of the league.
Absolutely.
I remember the first time I played Willie Burton. Well, maybe not the first time, but the first season I was over here, I remember one move in particular. He had a little shot fake from the top, jab stepped, and I stumbled backwards, and he just laughed at me as he hit the jump shot. I was not happy about it.
Broke the ankles.
He was a competitor indeed. He was on that first Tall Blacks team to ever beat Australia in a 3-game series as well. Instrumental in that time. I mean, a legend of the game here in New Zealand. Great to see him here supporting his son.
As we said, some real Sal's NBL royalty in the house tonight. Pass inside, McRae. Burton can't put it away. Gets after it with Lane. Heron. Margin at 8. Jets.
Great defense, Rob.
Oh, great finish, Heron.
Better shot making. Just an excellent effort on both ends. And the Jets back in this ball game, only down 6.
Inga, corner. Asbury, nowhere to go. Round the world.
They're playing so fast. They still have 10 seconds on the shot clock.
McRae misses. Jumps out. Lane. Playing with some pace right now, the Jets. Hands it off. Heron. Lane. Around Cooper. Another foul on Cooper Robb.
Cooper Robb picks up that one, and that's going to be his second, I believe. That is his second personal foul. And the pace with which the Jets are playing. This is what we saw the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. They're back at it now, playing with that quickness. I think so important, especially when McRae's on the court. He's an excellent player, but he's not the swiftest of foot. And you can go side to side and really get this Sharks team in bad position if you play with enough pace in the half court after pushing the ball in transition. Lane able to hit that first one to cut it to 5, and this crowd is feeling pretty good about their chances as they've come back from a double-digit deficit to make this one a ball game again.
Krishawn Lane from the Chemist Warehouse puts that one down. He moves to 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal.
Setting things up for his teammates and doing a little bit of the work himself. So important for getting everyone else involved, but he needs to score that ball as well.
Margin at 4, 49-45. Jets right back into the game here. McRae Pass to Inga.
He's just playing too quickly right now. He's got to slow down a little bit. None of that help side. That was Campbell Scott coming over. He can't affect him. Just needs to be a bit more patient.
Scott to Richards, the young man.
Heads up play by Richards. He's playing with 2 fouls, but he knows McRae is playing with 2 fouls as well, right into the body. And now we got a one-shot ball game.
Lead was 14.
Keyshawn Lane pretty lucky not to get a whistle. A lot of contact there.
McRae wanted it from Wheeler, didn't get it. Now Cooper Robb goes over the top of Richards. Tough shot. Jets come up with it. Listen to the crowd right into this one tonight. Friday night hoops in the Cells NBL, and the Jets right now starting to take off. Scott for his 5th. No.
Oh, I like the shot though. He's feeling it. But what can the Jets get another solid defensive possession? If I'm Guy Malloy, we don't score here, I might be thinking timeout soon.
Asbury pulls up on the jumper. Rob, Lane, both go up. Lane comes down with it.
He wants drives. Coach Guy Malloy wants drives. He doesn't want those jump shots.
Lane, little pocket pass. In for Richards.
Back-to-back buckets going straight at the 7-footer. And we are all tied up in this one. Under 2 minutes to go. The Southland Sharks need a settler. They need to go to their best play, their best player, get the ball in position for them to score. Is that Asbury? Is that McRae? Is that Robb? They have to decide that.
They were leading by 14 earlier this quarter. McRae inside, turns on.
Big fella. Putting him in the spin cycle. 4 for 5 from the field. He is up to 11 points now to go along with 8 rebounds and 2 assists.
Lane. Richards stumbled. Finds its way to Judd. Scott closed down by Wheeler. Spinning Scott. Really good pass to Richards. He's got 3 big buckets.
Well, beautifully created there by Campbell Scott, and it's the pace with which the Jets are attacking, forcing this Sharks team into multiple rotations defensively. That first time doesn't work. That second, third, fourth, it just might.
Richards has come out and added 6 points. He's got 8 in the game now. McRae, hand in there from Scott.
Well, you're just not going to get the benefit of the doubt when you're giving up about a foot to the guy whose shot you're blocking. Now, I do appreciate the way they're covering it up, but it's very difficult for a guy like Campbell Scott to have an effort there. Looks like he's on the arm. He got a lot of basketball. Thought he got some elbow too. It's going to be a timeout to the Jets here with 42 seconds left before the Cal McRae free throws. And I think that's actually going to help Cal McRae just get his breath back. It's been up and down for a while. I might have saved that timeout for after that second shot went through.
There's James Moores on the sidelines for the Jets.
Down with an ankle injury. Big loss for them, figuratively and literally. He's the size that they were hoping to have at the end of the season. But they played well without him earlier in the week, and they're doing so again today. This pace that they're playing with has given them some newfound energy.
Well, Richards actually is up to 10 now, not 8. He's on 10. He's just scored 3 quick baskets. 10 points and a couple of rebounds for him tonight in that matchup against Cal McRae. There's Manawatū Tofale. 51 apiece. Both teams still have their player timeout as well. Sharks led by as much as 14 points earlier this quarter.
But the Jets didn't do what they've done so many times this year. Didn't drop their heads, didn't drop their level of effort, have picked it up to a higher point of emphasis for them. Both teams shooting the ball well, free throw wise. The Jets, a few too many turnovers, up to 7 turnovers in that area. But the points in the paint have stabilized. 20 points in the paint in that first quarter, just 8 here in the second quarter. The Jets doing a better job of collapsing on McRae and also taking away some of those cuts that we saw work to such great level of activity earlier in this second quarter and certainly in that first quarter.
I think the other thing, Casey, is the Jets have done it together as well. They haven't just relied on Mustafa Heron, for instance. We know he's got 13 points in the game, but Scott's bobbed up for 12. Keyshawn Lane's having a really good quarter. Young Luka Richards is up to 10 now. They're doing it together.
And shooting the basketball much better than the Sharks are able to. A huge rebound for Inger. His work on the glass has been excellent. That's his 4th rebound, 2nd of them offensive.
He averages 6 a game. Here's Cooper Robb for 3. The Sharks respond.
Those second chance opportunities, especially off a free throw, that's going to drive your coaching staff crazy to give up the free throw offensive rebound straight into a triple.
He's got 9 tonight, Cooper Robb. Heron responds.
Well, just really good work between himself and Liam, and the ball handler there, going off the screen with Richards. Comes off the second time to get the look.
1-point ball game. Scott all over Asbury. Burton inside. McRae dying seconds. McRae puts that one down. And the lead extends out to 3 as we hit the halftime break. Quality game of basketball. 57-54. Campbell Scott 4 triples tonight. The sharpshooter, the 20-year-old from Fielding, here he is with Casey Frank.
Well, Campbell, you guys went down big there. You're down by as many as 14, but a heck of a comeback. Where did the energy come from?
Yeah, I think it just came from our bench, really. Like, we came in, did what we were supposed to, and then Q was really finding me on those looks, so I was just able to knock him down.
And yourself, coming off the bench, you're talking about those looks. You have 4 3-pointers in that half, helping to drive your way back into this game as the Jets. How are you feeling when you're getting those catches? Can we expect some more in the second half?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, my balance is set, so like when I get it, it's probably going up.
I like that smile. Good luck in the second half, brother.
A 30-22 second quarter from the Jets. The Sharks lead this one by 3 at the half. Another big game, another good game. Round 16 in the Sal's NBL on the other side of the break. The Chemist Warehouse stats.
Race the car back, take the ball out, dribble the ball back to the other end and get it in the hoop. First one to do that's going to win themselves a property broker's cap. We understand? Remember, don't hit the P. It's for pause, and it's not going to start again. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! We love these little Toyota Hiluxes. That's it, guys, all the way to the end. You're going to put the ball into the car, turn the car around, and take it back again. That's it, that's it. Turn it around, turn it around. Woo, look out for the camera. Nice, let's go. Go, go, go. Racer, racer. Oh. That's my racing voice. Oh. Go. That's it. Come on. Woo. Go, 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 go. Go, go. When you get to the end, you're going to take the ball out and you're going to dribble it back to the other side. All right, ball out. Dribble it, dribble it. Go, go, go. Nico, this way, Nico. This way. Nico, go, go. Woo! One there. Shoot it up, Nico. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Bring it over. Bring it over this way. That's it. Bring it over. All right, you're out with it for this evening. High five. Nice work. You're going to get this cat. We'll grab the ball. Nice. Nice job, Nico. Well done. We'll take that one. Awesome. Thank you. All righty. Stay with us very soon. I'm going to be grabbing some more. Oh. There we go. There, how's that for driving? Woo! Hey. No, that's fine. I need some today. All right. Come on. What we're going to do, if you are dressed in green, I want you standing up. Show me your dance move. And little basketball to the way. Don't come too close. I can't see.
Kia ora, welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena tonight. Great to have you with us. Sharks lead by 3 at the half. They did lead by as much as 14, Casey Frank, early in that second quarter. The Jets came storming back. Good contest.
Good contest. A lot of energy from the Jets. Did a nice job of picking the pace up in transition and keeping that pace going in the second half. That energy and enthusiasm brought them back into the ball game. We're able to tie it up, but a nice response from the Sharks late helped them settle things and grab that lead going into halftime.
Fans having some fun. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Mustafa Heron, Campbell Scott, amongst it, young Luca Richards. Love what Asprey's done as well tonight.
Well, those big 3 for both teams running really well. You see the rebounds pretty even. McCray leading the way. Kashawn Lane, the point guard with the most rebounds in the game for the Jets. You'll love to see that, but he's also leading the way in the assists. 7 assists in the first half. Caleb Asbury not just scoring, but dishing the ball as well. Love to see that kind of effort. Just the 1 block in the ball game up to this point. And then on to the steals. The turnovers, a few too many for both teams, but more than 1 for anybody in that statistical category here in the first half.
Not sure if we can get a camera on the NC here tonight, but there's a bit of fun going on down at the sidelines with all of the kids. Love to see it here at Fly Palmy Arena. Quick break on the other side. The third quarter, not too far away. There she is. Sharks by 3. Welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena. Halftime here. The Jets with some work to do, but they are right back into this contest. The Sharks lead by 3 at the half. We love our fans. And we certainly love our fans here at Fly Palmy Arena, the Green Machine, and the super fan, of course, Craig the Moose Sowry. And we've decided to catch up with him. Here he is with Casey Frank. Enjoy this.
Well, thank you, Justin. I am here with Moose. Now, we've been making seen a lot of you of airtime. You've been one of my favorites for years, but can you tell us your actual name, Moose, my favorite fan for the Jets?
Craig Sowry.
Craig, you've been a fan for a long time. Can you tell us how long have you been coming to Jets games and enjoying yourself here?
Early 80s, way back when they first started.
So through the early 80s, who's been your favorite player throughout your time cheering on the Manawatū Jets?
Big Willie Burton, Mr. T, Tyrone Brown, they were both, even Tony Brown from way back. I'm old school.
I like that old school. And this year, not the most successful year for the Jets. A lot of losses, but look at the crowd. What is it about this Jets scheme and these fans that keep them coming back?
It's community. We've got a great community support here. Property brokers have got everyone together and they've just really get us going. Everyone comes out. I mean, we're bottom of the table and look at the crowd tonight. It's just amazing.
And just finally, who do you think's going to get the win tonight?
Oh, we are.
I appreciate your time, Moose. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Well, they've only had one win for the season, but I bet you Moose has said the Jets were going to win those other 17 occasions, or 18 occasions as well. 69% of the fans going with the Sharks at the moment here tonight. 31% for the Jets. And the Jets are right back in it, aren't they? Third quarter about to start. That was a bit of fun.
A bit of fun. Good to see Moose. Always have time for him. Had a few chats with him after games this year. But he has certainly stolen a lot of my attention. Being a fan, you know, been here from the beginning. He knows quite a few of the names.
Yeah.
He's watched them all come throughout time. But just, you know, as he said, it's just great to see the fans enjoying the game. It's been a tough year. 18 losses for the Jets. 16 on the trot, matching the Rams streak in the other direction. And they're hoping to end the streak here at the end of the season as well.
I'll tell you the other thing that Moose has got well and truly over the top. You see that beard that you've got? That's nothing compared to the Moose.
Am I allowed to grow mine out like that?
Nothing compared to the Moose.
Give me a, you know, I could get it there. I don't know if my wife or children would like it that much, though.
No, that was a great interview. Fantastic. And you're right. He gets more airtime than any other fan in the Cells NBL, the Moose.
Deservedly so. Deservedly so. You know, it's been fantastic to see the fan base grow back to these levels here in the Manawatū, and hopefully for the fans here in the building tonight, they might be able to go away with the win. Of course, that's not what the fans down south want.
Just quickly, Casey, what would the messages have been at halftime to these two teams?
Well, if I'm Coach Natutafole, I'm talking about pace. Pick it up faster. You cannot go fast enough. Let's go at all times. And if I'm the Sharks, it's a little bit of the opposite, as Mustafa Heron comes out banging the triple right off the bat. But if I'm the Sharks, I want to slow down a little bit in the half court. I still want to find pace in transition, but I want to slow down. I want to attack them on the interior, and I want to really grind them down with Cal McRae down low.
So within 10 seconds of this third quarter starting, the Jets have leveled it up. Early whistle there. Inga on the drive. Draws some contact. He'll head to the coloured stripe. 57 apiece.
Looks like that foul on Hakai Lambert. That one, the inside-out action, that's where the Sharks have found a lot of their success in the half court. What they are doing a really nice job of, pretty sure this just is regular free throws, so I don't know why everybody's chatting about things outside the arc. Brandon Inger got to be wondering, why am I all by myself?
Well, he's 80% from the stripe, so
no effect.
Not a sure thing, but if I'm the Jets here, Casey, I'm not leaving Campbell Scott sitting for too long.
No, he's been playing very well. As he gave Brendan Inger the commentator's curse, handed that one to him. But it's also nice to have him in your back pocket to bring that offensive efficiency and excitement off the bench when you need it most.
Here's Lane on Asprey. Up and under. He's having a really good game tonight for Sean Lane. One of his best of the season, if not his best.
I was just actually having that same conversation with Moose on the other side. I think this is his best game of the year. He's really affecting the game in a lot of different areas. Good to see him finally settling in.
McRae doubled. Finds Burton through hands. It ends up with Rob. Pulls up at the Chemist Warehouse. Deep on the shot. Rebound, Judd.
They've got numbers if they push it a little faster. Mustafa Heron, though, slows it down.
You'll notice Zoe Burton has changed singlets as well, now wearing the number 9 and maybe being called for the foul there.
Well, now wearing the number 4 is Zoe Burton.
Oh, well, we did get a message to say that he had changed to number 9, so that message was incorrect.
Maybe
back in
they
the
cleaned it up.
Maybe they did.
We got to get some glasses, Justin. Does that 4 look like a 9 to you?
I was just going by what the score table told me. Trust nobody.
That has always been my motto. But the aggressiveness of Lane is they missed the free throw. Just their second miss of the day for the Jets. They were 9 for 10 before that one.
Here's Mustafa Heron. I think he's talking to himself there, and it worked.
Well, he's up to 20 points, just 1 off his average. Carrying the load offensively, but getting a little bit of support as well. Well, too deep.
Inside, and there he is again, big Kel McRae.
And it's going to be a difficult task for Luka Richards. He's got that foul trouble, so he can't get too physical. But if you get Cal McRae a catch inside the block, it's all over.
Tied up. Rob came through, picked a lane, slid with it, got it to Asbury, gets up.
Look at that hustle. Look at that hustle by Cooper Robb. He's a little the worse for wear for it because he came down on the wrist, but goodness, I love that kind of effort.
And again, Asbury just coming up with the goods.
He is explosive in the lane. I mean, look at this steal. All over the ground, trips up everybody, takes out 2 defenders, and sets up the assist. Asbury, the beneficiary of the finish, but all created by his point guard, Cooper Robb, who's looks like he might have a blister in the hand. It looks like he lost some skin on that, and that's on his shooting hand, so that may affect his efficiency shooting the basketball the rest of this ball game.
Well, if we counted meters gained in basketball, he picked up about 8 or 9 across the floorboards then.
Just on the slide.
Here's Heron. Oh, he's feeling it right now. Deep 2.
He is locked in, man. This game is some fun today. Mustafa Heron now 7 for 12 from the field.
He's going to hit a 30-piece tonight. I can just feel it. Great hand, Liam Judd. Burton goes again. There's McRae. Wants Rob. Back to McRae. Good hand. Richards. They've got numbers here. 3 on 2. Lane on Rob. Hands it back inside. Richards has got 12.
I did not think that pass was going to end as well as it did because Sean Lane picks up assist number 8 to go with 10 points and 7 rebounds.
Asbury brings it back out. McRae sets the screen. Keeping the dribble alive. Asbury, Burton for 3.
Zoe Burton making Dad proud in the stands. Catch and shoot is what he does so well, taking the lead back by 1.
65-64. Sean Lane answers for the Jets.
Well, just no help. A bad gamble, though, by Asbury makes that a much easier shot than it needed to be, but no help to be seen from the weak side. Seals the deal.
Jets back in front. Basket for basket. McRae, Rob, Heron right there. Asbury quickly on the charge. Up. Doesn't go down, but he's again
shifty, man.
Hit the floor.
That is shifty. Really changed his body positioning on that finish. Just slicing like a hot knife through butter off that initial penetration. Liam Judd doing his best to stay in front, but he just starts a little bit too low. And then Mustafa Heron has the hand straight up, but he's leaving his cylinder, jumping side to side. That's why it's a foul with the body. A chance to retake the lead as this seesaw battle continues.
Spends more time on the floor than a Moppett's towel, Caleb Asbury. Slipping and sliding and just after everything, isn't he?
Everybody's on the floor tonight. This is all hustle. Are you telling me these are the 2 worst teams in the league? Because they ain't playing like it tonight.
All about pride. Contest is on.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw this one on the schedule and we were coming down, I was I'm not the most excited, but
fun.
This is all about the basketball, man. Liam Judd comes in. Let's go.
Oh, you're right. It has been an absolute cracker tonight, and we've still got 16 minutes of play to go. Inga lost it. Maybe it was knocked out from behind.
Yeah, body foul there. I don't think he's going to get shots out of it. Ball on the baseline, and Coach Melanie O'Connor agrees.
First points for Judd, by the way.
Well, he hasn't really been able to get involved on the offensive end, but it's probably because of where the baskets are coming from for the Jets, but nice to have him in your pocket, knowing that with his shooting ability can light things up at any time.
Inga to Burton. Burton driving low. Loves that spot, doesn't he?
Oh, he's playing with a lot of confidence. And he's got that size advantage on Scott, who just checked in, got to his spot, and elevated over him for the finish.
Tied up again. Judd. Can he get going? Just hit a triple. Scott's already hit 4 of those tonight. One way, then the other, over Rob. Oh, Liam Judd!
Oh, my!
Bang, bang, bang.
He takes the elevator up to 13, leaves Cal McRae on 10 and flushes it home. 5 points now in the quarter for Judd.
Look out. He's getting into the action right now. McRae can't answer. Yes, he can.
Well, he had Campbell Scott in the post. That is a mismatch if I've ever seen one. Goes straight up with it and gets himself a rebound for good measure.
Go on, say it. Liam Judd to Scott for 3. No, comes up short. 71 apiece. Big contact there. Judd goes in for the foul. And yet again, down on the boards, Caleb Asbury. Have a look at this. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, one of the best you'll see this season.
Oh, look at him come in from the weak side. Zoe Burton misses the box out, and Liam Judd says, thanks for the highlight. Put that on the Insta.
He's happy with that.
You think?
Should be.
He is a high flyer. Got to put a body on guys with that level of athleticism. Asbury is going to head to the line after a nice attack in transition once again. Judd gets the whistle.
Score, by the way, we can promise you it's not 71
It's all tied
to 7. It's all tied up, 71 apiece. We'll just fix that up for you.
71 apiece with 4:41 to go in this ball game. Southland finished that first quarter with 35 points, up 11. Outscored by 8 in the second quarter, and the Jets, up to this point in the game quarter, a 2-point advantage, 17-15, looking like we're going to have the highest scoring quarter of the game so far.
Asbury puts this one down, which he doesn't. He's got 19 in the game.
Push the pace. McRae's on the floor. You got to attack.
Lafayette, Judd, Scott. Stepping through on McRae. Oh, gets the roll.
Man, he gets some seen eye layups. He had a very similar one against the Phi earlier in this round. I mean, that looked like it just had no business of going in. But Campbell Scott finds the bucket again. He is playing with excellent efficiency himself. He's now 5 for 9 from the field for 14 points.
I'll tell you what I like tonight. It just feels like the players are having fun as well.
Well, there's something to be said to play with a little bit of looseness. Last game of the season for the Jets, only a couple left for the Sharks. And yeah, you know, they're out of the finals. But we mentioned earlier, playing for pride. But, you know, just throw the ball out there, get to play a little bit of fun, running up and down, playing with some confidence. And going into the offseason to win, a lot better than going into the offseason with an L.
This is a round of the close ones. Asbury! Big, big stuff from Caleb Asbury.
Whatever you can do, Liam Judd, I could do better. Caleb Asbury going hard on the rim.
Man, vicious drive, wasn't it?
That was bouncy.
His eyes lit up from the wing. Here's Lane now, trying to do his thing. Big game for him tonight.
I mean, by far his best performance of the season, up to 14 points now, a double-double, because he's already got 10 assists. Looking at a triple-double because he's got 7 rebounds.
What are the shooting percentages in this game? It's got to be off the charts.
No, it's not bad. Not bad. The Jets up over 65% now. The Sharks at 57. They are shooting the lights out. Earlier in the game, the Sharks were playing unbelievably from inside. They are shooting now 68% from deep. Almost as good as the Jets, who are now 78% inside the yard. Take a look at Caleb Asbury up and in. Campbell Scott, don't jump. You are not a shot blocker.
McRae at the Chemist Warehouse.
I mentioned the shooting from inside for the Jets, 78%. 78%, 18 for 23.
Man.
They're 9 from 18 from deep, 50% from beyond the arc.
This is a team that only puts 38 inside the paint.
Not
per
today.
game.
Not today.
Have I said yet this game's been fun tonight? Not over yet. Heron These teams just keep adding up, clicking it over.
I don't know, we're in some kind of vortex. Just keep throwing it up, because prayers are being answered. Illegal screen on Scott Telfer. Well, that's a bit surprising with the level of physicality we've seen. That is a tough one on Scott Telfer there. Didn't quite get set.
77-76. Sorry, Casey. The Jets average 82 this season. The Sharks average 77.
Not today. As Guy Malloy telling the Sharks, just settle down. The Sharks getting caught up in the pace right now. And like I said, like I feel, I think this is a comfortable pace for the Jets. But the Sharks, they can play a little bit more slowly.
Shootout. Scott, Lafayette, knocked away. Asprey, great hand. He'll finish here. Get up. Oh, Chuck right there with him. Those two are putting on a clinic in the third.
Asbury's putting everybody on a poster. I mean, this is just highlight after highlight for Asbury. What is going on?
Lafayette up over the top of McRae. McRae wins out. Liam Judd put on a really good contest there as well.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort, but he was out of luck. And one. Look at the step. Cooper Robb continuing this offensive show being put on. Fantastic in transition. I think the only guy who doesn't like the pace played quite so fast in this game is Cal McRae. Can we slow down just a bit? Can we walk it up just one time?
Well, we know the tagline this season is rated E, and entertainment is a big part of that tagline. We have been treated to some serious entertainment tonight.
It's just good fun, man. It is just good fun.
Cooper Robb. Can he stretch this out beyond three? He can. It's at 4 now. 2:30 to play in this third quarter. What can the Jets come up with? Campbell, Scott, Richards. It just wasn't on, was it? Haven't seen too many mistakes like that this quarter.
Well, probably should have gotten to the second side there. The spacing wasn't great. As the Sharks starting to try to influence themselves on this game now, up 4 points, looking to make it more here.
Asprey's got 23 in the game. He's sitting all by himself here on the wing. Now he cuts to the basket. Not needed, though. Kel McRae adds another 2.
Well, the help's there on the baseline where Luka Richards gives up the middle. McRae's able to get to that left-handed hook without somebody slowing him down from the weak side. Has to force him back to the baseline where the help is.
22 and 10 for McRae. Turnover.
It's been a back-to-back turnovers for the Jets after so long of great efficiency.
Asprey, Inga, short, battle. Robb comes up with it. He'll go again. Cooper Robb goes it alone.
It looked like a foul from this angle, but the Jets pushing in transition the other way.
Got a score here, the Jets. Scott spinning to the basket.
Careful, Scott. Look at the skill set. The spinning left-handed finish. Hustling back to get on defense. Just tremendous efforts by both teams. 16
for him now, Campbell Scott. Asprey has been sensational tonight.
Mustafa Heron gets flattened on the weak side. Cal McRae was just rolling hard and took out Asbury's defender, giving him the space on the jump shot. The Sharks stretch it back up to 6. As I see some spent players out on this court. Some dudes are just spent.
This quarter has been played at an electrifying pace.
Basketball's just fun, man. It's just fun to watch.
Has been tonight. In fact, this whole round, 5 by a point over the Jets on Tuesday night. Hawks by 6 against the Tuatara on Thursday night. Last night, I should say Wednesday night, the Hawks and Tuatara. Last night, the Bulls by 2 over the Rams. And what a beauty this evening. Here's Heron. Deep. 3. No, doesn't get the drop.
McRae grabs rebound number 11 there. 22 points, 11 rebounds.
Sharks have just settled it the last couple of minutes. This man's had a fair bit to do with it. McRae, so too this man. Caleb Asbury, that doesn't go down.
The Jets are happy to see him just shoot jump shots. They just can't give him up the penetration that he's been so successful with.
Speaking of penetration, Sean Lane finds a lane.
He baits Inger into that one. He was never shooting that jump shot, but the excellent activity with the handle, the step back, just baited Inger into challenging that one off his feet. Look at nice little move there. The hesitation gets to the crossover. The attack on the rim gets him to the free throw stripe again. Remember, 14.7 rebounds, 10 assists for Sean Lane.
He's been huge, hasn't he? First one, great off the hand. They need that. The Jets just need to steady here.
Yeah, just 24.2 left in the quarter. Sharks should take this down and take the last shot of the quarter.
Pace has gone out of the game the last 90 seconds, but to be fair, it's a pace that I'm surprised that both teams have been able to keep up.
Coming to this one, I thought we were going to be lucky to see 85-81 for the entirety of the ball game. Instead, here we are at the end of the third.
Cooper Robb, ball in hand, 12 points for him tonight. Around 2, that's come off Hakaya Lambert in the end. Sharks will go again.
Rob might have had that jump shot there. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 7.9 to be exact.
Jets have to stand up. Sharks will want to score. Asprey, dynamite, inside, hot pass. Robert doesn't go down. He'll head to the stripe.
But more importantly for the Jets, that's the third personal foul on Luka Richards, who's played a lot of minutes with 2 fouls.
Had 2 early, didn't he?
He had 2 in the first 3 minutes or so of the ball game. 4.3 left in the quarter after these robbed free throws.
First one is good for Cooper Robb. 2 of 2 from the stripe tonight. And the margin at 5. Now at 6.
Full court pressure, not going to give up an easy look.
Can they get something late here? At 2, at 1. Campbell Scott on the run. Nearly banked it in. And with a quarter to play tonight, we're at 6. Sharks 87, Jets 81. If the last quarter is anything like the third, you better not go away.
One of these prizes. All right, when I say go, we go. Ready, set, go. 30 seconds. Once you get a shot in, run to the center, grab one of those prizes. Go get a prize, go get a prize. That's it. Keep it going. Woo! Oh, my eyes are stinging. Let's go, cheer them on, guys, cheer them on. Carter is turning 13 years old, and I have a special gift also from the team for Carter after this. 9 seconds, 9 seconds. Let's go, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Well done, guys. I'll grab this one here. Nice job. Awesome man. Let's give it up for both boys. And I just want to give Carter a singlet here. Thanks to Matt, who's organised that for you. Happy birthday, Carter. Nice. Good job. Awesome man. Yeah. Nice work. Woo! Oh, funny, really funny. Yeah, I smell like shaving foam. All right, how are we doing out there, Palmy? Make some noise. And while I say happy birthday to Carter, I also want to make a special happy birthday, happy 13th to Ella as well, who's turning 13 on Wednesday. On the count of 3, let's say happy birthday, Ella. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Ella.
Welcome back to Palmerston North. Some Friday night spectacular plays in the Sal's NBL. The fans have been thoroughly entertained by this one. Sharks lead it by 6. What a frantic third quarter that was.
It creates an appetite.
It does. Large pepperoni pizza, $30. Get in on that one. Sal's Basket is the code, available till next Tuesday. How about the highlights in that third quarter, Case?
The highlights galore. Fantastic offensively. 57 points scored in the quarter, 30-27 in advantage to the Sharks. who steady themselves slightly to go back to the 6-point lead.
McRae, massive game from him tonight. All of a sudden, the Sharks are out by 8. Here's the pace for the Jets, and Heron responds.
Could have been an end one as well. They're really looking to push that pace so they can get those rim attacks before McRae gets set in the half court. Mustafa Heron been fantastic, up to 26 points now, on 9 for 15 from the field.
Going to be fascinating to see the viewers' MVP tonight. Inga travelled, turnover, Jets get it back. Well, there we go. Early stages of tonight's game MVP. This is the viewer's choice. Sal's Pizza's up for grabs. Fun and free. Scan the QR code. Cal McRae leading the way.
Except for Ben Hall, you're all right.
Ooh, Ben Hall, 7%.
But I love whatever, whoever likes Ben going there, go for it. It's your vote. You can use it how you want it, but that is the incorrect choice.
Geez, Mustafa Heron deserves a few more votes as well. Bit light on. Asbury's been involved in plenty tonight, and he's going to be involved a little bit more right now at the Chemist Warehouse.
They're being a little bit more exploratory with those dribbles as we take a look at a highlight from somebody on a fast breaker earlier.
Well, this is Asbury on Judd.
Hey, on the head, yes, but I like the effort from Liam Judd, because you want to know what? If you're going to be a defender and a rim protector, you're
Right
going to
there.
get dunked on.
Yep.
It just happens. If you ain't never been dunked on, you are not playing defense from the weak side.
McRae at 34% of the vote. Campbell Scott's been really good tonight at 23%. Asbury 20%. Luca Richards getting some votes as well. I like that. Here's Scott.
Well, the help comes over, but the help doesn't rotate down. Campbell Scott with a nice cut makes himself available. Lead back to 5.
Haven't seen too much of Alonzo Burton in this half. Inga
just wills it in. Braden Inga has really worked his way down to that baseline, now 50% from the field for his 9 points.
Lane, game of the season for him.
Playing with confidence. That jump shot at times this year hasn't looked great leaving his hand, but he is now 7 for 8 from the field today. These Jets, the efficiency.
Braden Inga can't get that one to go.
Go right in the post, right at Richards with his 3 fouls.
Cal McRae, Richards does well. Forces the turnover. Lane around Asbury. Look out, Heron in the corner. Campbell Scott. Here's Heron now. On Telfer. He's going to go up over the top as he steps back. Deep, 2. Doesn't go down. Richards kept it alive, but straight into the hands of Asbury. To Telfer. To Asbury!
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
This
Come
man
on now.
tonight.
Come on now.
He has been a highlight reel, Caleb Asbury. Here we go, G.J. Gardner-Holmes replay.
Well, what a pass from Telfer. The confidence in your teammate, Caleb Asbury. I am sorry, I was not familiar with your game.
What's that, 4 dunks tonight?
At least, but it's 28 points on 9 for 15 from the field.
Look at that.
And he's up at 33%. He's your MVP right now for the fans at home, but he is definitely the MVP of the highlight reel.
He was right there with us, Case. Right there with us.
I'm gonna be sore in the morning from smiling so much, because this is just fun.
31% of the vote for Caleb Asbury. Thoroughly deserved. Mustafa Heron deserves a little bit of love from the Jets fans. What a game of basketball. At 7 right now. 7.5 minutes to play.
Well, 7-point lead for the Jets. Important for them to come out and continue to execute. They need that pace in transition. They don't want to go away from that. They have to continue with that speed that they're pushing the ball with. But they also have to find a way to execute in the half court. A few times Keshawn Lane's had some nice penetrations. They can't settle for jump shots. They can't allow themselves to get pushed away from the basket into those contested jump shots. They have to continue to put pressure on the basket, not just in transition, but in the half court. The Sharks, they look settled. They want to continue forcing turnovers, getting transition, but then executing in the half court as well.
Caleb Asbury, by the way. Liam Judd here in the corner for 3. Asbury, 3 of his last 4 games, he's gone at plus 25. He's in some sort of form right now.
Finishing well. And, you know, when he first came in, he was really put in a difficult position, playing out of position. Was not getting a ton of the ball in hand, but he doesn't need it tonight. Moving without the basketball, making himself available, doing the work before he catches it.
Zoe Burton back on the floor now for the Sharks. Here's Kel McRae. Sends it out to Asbury. Underneath, Telfer.
Asbury with that shot fake. He doesn't want to shoot that basketball. He wants to penetrate, and that penetration that time creates the opportunity for the Telfer finish.
9th assist tonight for Caleb Asbury. Scott had to go quick.
Great challenge by McRae. Asbury again.
Here we go. Caleb Asbury again. Yes.
Come on now. Houdini. He Houdini'd him. Show with the right, finish with the left. Oh my goodness.
He is a magician tonight, isn't he?
He is a monster in transition.
Just cannot miss either.
30 points, 10 for 16 from the field.
Look at this.
10 for 13 on 2 with the left. Look at that.
Switched it right to left.
4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Make that 3 after that last steal. He is coming up big.
Oh, nearly got a steal there as well. I'll tell you what, Sal's NBL highlight show's coming up Tuesday night.
Tune in.
It's 60 minutes long.
You've already seen all the highlights.
I was going to say, we want 45 minutes of Caleb Asbury. Here's Heron. Big contact there, no whistle. Here he comes again.
5-on-4 break. Heron hasn't gotten up yet.
Pass into Kel McRae. The big fella just couldn't get the hands on it.
Had the skip to Burton. Everybody was surrounding McRae because of his diving. You don't want to pass low to the big guy. Fake it inside, skip to the other side. Wide open Burton triple would have been available.
Seriously, that highlight show next week.
It's going to be a lot of this.
Scott just leaned back into McRae. In fact, it was Cooper Robb with the foul in the end. But while we're getting excited...
Suddenly the lead's 12.
Suddenly the lead is 12. Yep.
Yeah. And it's because the transition game is dried up for the Jets. Mostly because the Sharks are making buckets. When the ball's going in the net, the Jets can't get it up in transition. They can't get that offense going downhill before the Sharks set up in the half court. When they've been set up in the half court, they've been relatively okay. I mean, this is more of an offense game. Not a lot of D in it.
Bring that poll back up again. If Caleb Asbury hasn't cleared out on top, I'm walking home.
He's still in the mix.
33%.
I like Luka Richards.
He's got some fans, yeah.
Why not?
Cal McRae.
Shoot the ball, Cal.
And he does.
You get down there. If my 7'1" guy has the ball underneath the rim and is not shooting it, I will be upset at him if I'm coaching him.
26 and 12 tonight for McRae. Heron up over the top of McRae. Gee, bang on target, left it about a foot short.
And that half-court execution is falling for the Jets. Timeout to the Jets now. They need to discuss things. You know, we speaking to Natu before the game, Natu Tofala, coach for the Jets. You know, in that pregame interview, he's like, we want to come out tonight. We want to put out forth an effort that makes our fans proud. They have done that for 35 minutes. But these are the 5 minutes that matter.
Got to step up.
You have to finish the game now. You put so much work to get to this point. Take a quick review of the stats. 4 double-figure scores for the Sharks. 31 for Asbury. He's got 9 assists to go with it. 26 for McRae. 12 rebounds for him. 16 points for Zoe Burton. 14 points for Cooper Robb.
Can I just ask you, how many points in the paint tonight for the Sharks? Loaded question.
Can I talk about something else?
What's a loaded question? 60.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So on to the Jets. We're looking at Mustafa Heron leading the way with 26, 18 for Kashawn Lane. He's got 11 assists to go with it. 12 points for Luka Richards with 5 rebounds. That's why he's got those MVP votes, and off the bench, Campbell Scott with 19.
And he's done that in 25 minutes tonight. Campbell Scott.
And there's Luka Richards now first in the MVP vote.
Come on.
I love the enthusiasm. It's incorrect, but I love the enthusiasm.
I like the enthusiasm as well. But Sharks fans, you need to scan that QR code and right the wrong, because Caleb Asbury should be on top of that list.
That's probably the way I'd lean.
Gets my vote tonight. We want to hear from you, though, the viewers' MVP. It's your choice, not ours. Back underway. What have the Jets got to do here in the next couple of minutes, Case?
Well, they got to get stops first and foremost.
Got to stop this guy.
It didn't hit the shot clock. Did that go off McRae's leg? Ooh.
I think they're going to come up with it, the Sharks, but the shot clock, because it didn't hit the ring, is at 7.
13-point lead, 101-88 to the Sharks. Straight into McRae. 6 seconds to do something with it.
And he does do something with it, hands it off to Cooper Robb.
Well, they're sending that double. Campbell Scott's going over to double McRae, and Cooper Robb just sets himself up on the weak side to be a recipient. Roles reversed.
Scott. Richards inside momentarily. Scott goes it alone.
Yeah, he's just off balance for that shot. He was thinking pass, didn't have his platform underneath him when he went up with that jumper. Makes it much more difficult to hit those Jays.
Asbury, McRae, Telfer, they just get it through hands, the Sharks. Burton. Telfer in to McRae, another 2 for him.
Great patience in the half court, went from side to side, came back up to the middle, and Telfer makes an excellent decision with the pocket pass for McRae, who is now up to 28.
20-7 last quarter by the Sharks. They've opened this one up. Jets turn it over again. Burton, Telfer.
Well, here comes the lob.
He wants it. It goes up, and it nearly went in for Asbury.
He just wanted the rebound.
Again, he hits the deck. He's going to head to the Chemist Warehouse. Huge game tonight for Asbury.
Well, Caleb Asbury trying to add to his 31-point total. He is 11 for 14 from the free throw line as well. That is nearly as many free throw attempts and makes as the Jets have as a team. They are 13 for 16 as a squad. He's now 12 for 15. And this one will match it as Miles Pierce likes what he sees.
This is late night shopping at the Chemist Warehouse for Asbury tonight. Puts that one down, 107-88.
No doubt about it, he's getting healthy there.
4 minutes to play.
19 points suddenly.
Oh, Richards with some confidence.
Well, he's attacked with pace off those handoffs multiple times on McRae, who's struggled to move the feet to keep pace with him.
16-point game against the Fi earlier this week. 14 points tonight for Richards. Burton for 3. Knocked down, isn't he?
Well, that's a tough double to come from. Kyle Lambert, the low man, but he's the low man. His shooter is all the way out on the wing. Tough for everyone else to recover. Really tough for him to be the help down low and then recover out of it.
Sharks are the lowest scoring team in the competition. 77 points a game. 110 tonight.
Whose ball is that? That's going to stay with the Jets. We take a look at Luka Richards. Nice move. Couldn't quite get the finish. McRae saves it. Looked like it hit Richards first, possibly Asbury after that.
Sean Lane. Yet another player who's been exciting tonight. Block for Asbury as well. Mark that down. It's about the only column he didn't have a stat in.
Not anymore. Cooper Robb slows it down.
Telfer, a lot of space. Asbury, even more space. Gets on the drive. Big Cal. Surrounded by Green.
Is that Campbell Scott with the block?
Richards. Oh,
come on.
There you go. Just call it. Another one. Caleb Asbury. Got to be dunk number 6 tonight. Feasting
in transition. 35 points now. That's his 5th steal of the game.
Wow.
Oh, he's gonna get it. He's out there seagulling again. Cooper Robb, though, thinks the better of it with a 20-point lead and 2 minutes to go. This one's all but wrapped up.
Back cut. Asbury up strong. He's headed back. He's going to do some more shopping. Jets want a timeout.
And unfortunately for the Jets, as has been the story all season long, the finishes have not gone their way. Do a lot of the work, but down the stretch, the lack of execution has resulted in some late losses. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Sharks bench clear out a little bit here with 2 minutes to go.
Sharks
in a couple days' time.
Yeah, they've got a game on Sunday, haven't they, against the Saints? Yep. Let's bring up the viewer poll. Let's have a look at it. Luca Richards at 40%. Asprey at 31%. Where are the Sharks fans tonight? Seriously.
The Jets fans strong in the building and strong in the replay. Luca Richards, his best game of the year.
Oh, no, he's been good.
14 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, 3 steals.
He's been good. But
that's in 21 minutes, by the way.
He's been good. I'm taking nothing away from young Luca Richards.
You can vote for who you want to, Justin.
Well, who are you voting for, Case?
I'm going to vote for Ben Hall. No, I'm going Caleb Asbury.
Yep.
I think his influence on this game in the second half has been phenomenal. 35 points, 11 for 19 from the field, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals, a block.
Man.
Plus minus of plus 16. Not the highest plus minus on the squad for the Sharks. Do you know who's got that without looking?
For the Sharks, plus minus. I'm going to go with the skipper.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
It is Scott Telfer at plus 28.
Is it?
Just 2 points, 3 assists, but he has been doing the little things and helping his team get into that leadership category in the score sheet.
Asbury's got 36 in the game now, season high for him. Kel McRae had just 7% of the viewer vote. He's had a big game as well, Kel McRae. What's he on, 28 and 14?
Not bad. 28-14, 4 assists.
That's Asbury's night done, by the way.
Oh, with the 36-piece. Guy, can we leave him in? Can you chase a 40-piece? Get him a couple more buckets. He could get to 42. Highest score of the season, twice, 41.
Don't worry about Sunday. Liam Judd. Oh, big 3 from Juddy.
Catches that one late, up to 8 points now. Not a lot of ball in hand, just his 5th shot of the ball game.
Couple of minutes to play. Carpia, Cole, Hall. Some of the younger players on the court. Carpia on the reverse.
Manawatū Kapea with the reverse action. Always tough to come out after 39 minutes as Tagovailoa lays a pretty heavy screen. It's called illegal. A late whistle, but the correct one.
Having a bit of a laugh about it too. Manawatū Kapea and Josh Tagovailoa.
They're very familiar, of course, Manawatū Kapea from the Wellington area in the hut.
Yeah.
So certainly have played a lot of basketball. Josh Tagovailoa has made the trip up from the Wellington area during that mid-season trade with the Jets.
Hope you've enjoyed it tonight. Live on Sky Sport here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. ESPN in the United States. Hello to all of our viewers throughout America and, of course, right around the world on FIBA YouTube. This one has been a lot of fun as Liam Judd gets up.
Tried to get back one of those highlights that he was on the wrong side of. Tried to put Connor Cole on the other side of a poster.
I'll tell you what, the performance of Caleb Asbury tonight has that replay.
Judd makes the first while we're looking at the replay.
Liam Judd getting up. The amount of dunks we've seen tonight takes me back to the Jets team probably 5 or 6 years ago. Trying to remember who was playing. Wally Ellison, was it, for the Jets?
Wally Ellison. He was a triple jump champ. And it was against the Tuatara. There was that game. That
might
was
have been the Super City Rangers, actually.
Sorry, Tuatara, yeah.
Quarterman.
The Auckland franchises sometimes get confused in my mind.
They do come and go. Webster for 3.
I'll tell you what, we do have in this game a much better crowd than we saw in that one. A bit of an inside joke between me and Justin. I think we had more Sky Sport staff for that game than we had in the crowd that time out west.
Your memory's good.
At Trust Arena.
Things have changed over the years in the Sellers NBL. Inside the last minute here. Here's Ben Hall. Actually came off the foot of Ben Hall here. Which way is that going to go? There's going to be a whistle. Jets are going to get it. 44 to play.
In the end, it's going to be a 20-point ball game. But it did not feel like that at any point in the game in this one.
Absolutely not.
21 the difference right now.
Here's Campbell Scott. Richards. Fans are loving him tonight. block there. Connor Cole, Lambert battling away. He's going to get a third effort in time.
Stick-to-itiveness pays off.
Dying seconds. Campbell Scott in the end plucked for the foul here. Is that going to be bonus? It is.
Stacey Lambert, happy to see Hakaya.
He's got a bit of a jig on as well. Hey?
He's got rhythm.
I like it.
No doubt about it.
Sharks, by the way, their score tonight, I'm just
this is for sure their highest score.
Got to be their biggest, yeah.
By about 15 points. I think 102.
Got a 99 in there. It's easily their biggest. In fact, it might be the first time they've gone into the triple digits. Yeah, it is.
Well, what a time to do it. A vastly different squad than we saw in the early days. Unfortunately for Jets fans, comes at their expense, and they are going to finish the season with just the single dub.
Just the single win. You're right. Corner 3, Lafayette.
It's going to be a 17-game losing streak to finish the year for the Jets. But these fans don't seem to mind.
Crowd were pretty happy that they just trickled into the triple digits. That'll do us. Last play of the night. And the Sharks get home by 17 in the end. But as you said, Casey, don't be fooled by that. This game was packed full of excitement. Some huge plays. A lot of highlights. Caleb Asprey, a big part of that. And he's going to lead the way for the point scorers tonight. Surely he's worthy of the game MVP. We'll see what the viewers have to say. Luca Richards' fan club has ensured that the young man has streaked away in the end.
Congratulations to Luca Richards, your mix and pick MVP. But my MVP of the ball game, I'm going to have to go with Caleb Asbury, who finished with 37 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals in the block, while shooting 57% from the field and 73% from inside the arc.
Yeah,
the only place he wasn't great was behind that three-point line where he was 0 for 4. Fantastic performance for the Sharks, who were tested. They were strongly tested by this Jets squad. They came out and played with a lot of fire, went down by double digits early in the game, fought all the way back to take the lead. But in the fourth quarter, too much Sharks. As we take a look at the stats, Mustafa Heron leading the way with 26 for the Jets, backed up ably with 4 double-digit scores. Asbury, as I mentioned, 37 points. McCray with 28. McCray also 14 rebounds. Kashawn Lane just 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. The point guard leading the way. Asbury, I mentioned before, 6 rebounds. There's the 9 assists for Asbury. There's the 10 assists for Kashawn Lane. 7 assists for Cooper Robin, 4 for McCray. The block party joined by 4 players with a single stat each in that area. Onto the steals. Turnovers galore. 6 steals in the end for Asbury, is where that one ends up. He gets an extra with the statistical change late. The Jets discussing things, and
bit of a trophy
the
there
trophy in this game, the most important game of the year. I think it was a bit of a joke some of the fans brought through, but they get it. That trophy literally says the most important game of the season.
Love it, love it. It was a lot of fun, that's for sure. Here's what's coming up, Casey. Tomorrow, just the one game, Nuggets and the Bulls. The Bulls on a Southland double. They took down the Rams by 2 last night. Can they head into the final 6? Chock full of form. And then a Sunday double. And this Sunday double is going to tell us a fair bit about the play-in finals. The Saints up against the Sharks. The Sharks, of course, head down to the capital with some confidence of their own. And the Airs and the Giants, the final game of the regular season. And it could also be the first game of the final 6. The Airs will be at home in a play-in final next Wednesday night. I believe it's their first ever home final. Somewhere I read that.
Believe it is. That's where the Airs released today. It's been a long time between drinks for that squad, so the fans will be pumped. But will they hosting the Giants? Will they be hosting the Bulls? If the Airs lose that game and the Wellington Saints win, it will be the Bulls. If the Airs win that game, doesn't matter what happens with the Saints, it will be the Giants.
Saints, of course, they're playing final against either the Bulls or the Giants. is next Friday night at TSB Bank Arena. Love the fans, love what they've done here tonight. It's been a huge crowd. It's been a lot of fun. And Casey, it's been a sea of green.
It's been a sea of green once again. Fantastic to see the support. A tough year for the fans in the win column, especially, of course, for the players on the court. But look at the smiles, look at the excitement. They had a great time regardless of results today as the Manawatū Jets claim that wooden spoon.
Season comes to an end. Earlier tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, it was a win for the Jets, 39-37 over the Sharks. But in the Sal's NBL, highlight reel stuff tonight, and the Sharks get home by 17, 117-100. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow night for more Sal's NBL when the Nuggets go up against the Bulls.